when the lights have turned to gray, on the dawning final day. See the sun now fade away. Can we find the words to say? All the times we fought in vain, through the years and seasons change, but we all still feel the same as we stand before the world. Fire, feel the thunder rise. Now touch the path of glory. Power to the turbo drive. Hot wheels are vibrant strong. Flash lightning fries the brain. On a course to no tomorrow, driving all of us insane. City lights laid out before us. Go for now your time has come. Now your time has come. In a flash of blue steel, to the far horizons, supersonic power, on the wings of a dream, down the road so far with nowhere to hide, like a star shooting right from the sky.
Wow, and it doesn't show prices. This is going to be a Skystone hack. This is going to be another way to suck Skystones off your account. What do you guys think? Like 900 and 1800 Skystones?
Hello.
500 miles an hour, all gravity defied. We touch the taste of glory, so close to fear.
How's it going?
Well, it was going good, but I made a comment comparing you to Frogan the other day, and I wanted to say I didn't mean that.
Alrighty,
What I meant by that Frogan comment
good
was,
morning.
you know how Frogan
sorry,
was that
sorry.
there
Took
was
me
an
a
era
minute.
I'll be honest,
where-
mate. It feels like you're backtracking a little bit now.
Alright, sorry.
Hold up. Let me explain it. You tell me if it makes sense.
What's
So,
Epic
you know
7?
how
Okay,
Frogan gets,
Epic
like,
7
no
is
viewers
a
on Twitch?
gotcha game.
Gets
And the way,
blasted
oh
on,
my
like,
god,
drama
it
alert,
actually cost
heat,
fucking
LSF.
gems.
So what I meant by that was
What?
is, I had only assumed that you only had 60 viewers on Twitch.
1600.
That you had thousands
How
of
much do I
viewers
got?
on,
1400.
So I
Oh
just
my
said,
god.
It's just another Frogan. Does that make sense?
That
Or
is
do you think I just,
insane.
like, try to lie to you for some reason?
Okay, sorry. It's a gotcha game.
Yeah.
Yes, you can gamble in it, of course, always. You know that's how a gotcha game is. Sadly, you
I'm not in the two. No, listen.
you
I'm
summon
not into- I
units.
understand this
You
will
know,
happen,
depend on what
shit
units you
like
summon.
that, okay?
You can
But
summon
it just seems
units.
odd to me that this
Some
comment
a little bit
seemed to
more,
come fairly soon after
as you
I
could
released a
say,
video where I was skeptical of your response to the
provocative.
allegations against you.
Yeah, of course,
Than
obviously that's gonna piss
others.
me off.
I would
For sure.
say,
By the way, did I,
Right.
you know,
did I actually invite you to play Fortnite?
but
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
other than that,
When I was in the middle of
you
some
know,
drama.
What was it?
it's all about meta. It's a
OTK, there was some
it's
sort of like
a live
stuff or something like that.
PvP
Which
game.
biscuit stuff? There's a
So-
lot. Do you remember which one?
I think the stuff when he tried to.
So
I'll tell you what,
when
you're being
you
very
play the
clever
game,
now, aren't you? Very nice. What is
right?
that about?
You're
Well, he's a
you're
pretty nice guy. I
playing
like a lot of people
to
You seem
keep
very dismissive, and that
your.
wasn't worth any
I got
consideration
you. I
yesterday,
got
So I was like a 60 viewer Andy.
Don't
Like,
worry.
what's
I don't know why it
Oh,
does that.
because I
Oh,
found out
that's
that I hurt
annoying.
your feelings. I didn't mean to.
Well, it's not really
Yeah,
about hurting my
it's
feelings, that
it's
you're
a
quite
it's a very much a
dishonest
gooner game as well.
And you were just
So-
waving me away. I thought I was, able
It's a
to
gooner
turn
game as
dots
well.
Into
So
the
yeah.
long grass without any much consideration.
But it's a
That's what it
live
felt like.
PvP
Oh,
type
I'm
of
sorry to
game.
feel that way.
Well,
You're
I mean,
able to pull for
I guess
units.
your apology is somewhat appreciated, but it's
Of
just
course.
kind of worthless, isn't it? Really.
Oh yeah, I mean we're probably not going to talk ever again, but you know, I just made a comment where I compared you to Frogan, and nobody deserves that, and that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're
You
fine.
want to talk about your dad? I guess. Is that enough? You want to talk about any problems with my coverage?
Wait, you want to talk about my dad?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming you are aware of my coverage of your situation, which is probably why you're so
I
pissed off
saw
with
I saw the thumbnail of the video, but I never clicked it.
me. Right. Okay. Well, at least we can be honest about that. At least.
I think I have been pretty honest so far.
Okay. Except for when you acted like you had no idea who I was and hand waved me away, but it was clearly because you were upset with my coverage.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. Right now, we're engaging in a I feel like you did this, and I feel like you did that.
No, I don't care.
that's
I only
what that really
care.
gonna do.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well, obviously, I can't prove how you feel about something.
I don't care if
Of course,
somebody
of course.
curses.
But it
Yeah.
just seems like you
Because
were,
here's the thing.
extremely dismissive the moment my face popped up on the screen. And
Well,
to me,
that's
piecing
just
it
that.
together,
That's just that.
seems to
That's
be
always
because
gonna be
you're unhappy
laggy.
with my
That's how that
coverage of
is.
your
Thank you.
situation with your father and prior the coverage of your allegations where I was.
I always say as long as somebody's
So the reason I
not
was very dismissive, and once again, I'm sorry, I hope that didn't bother you too
disrespectful.
much, was there was this era where you were always popping up on LSF, like Chud Logic, Thread F,
And
Chud
as
Logic,
long as
Thread
somebody's
F,
not
Chud Logic,
disrespectful, it doesn't bother me.
And I'm just like, who the fuck is this guy? And I think that was the.
But at the
general
same time, if
consensus
somebody is
majority of people who
disrespectful,
saw it.
I don't really care
LSF
either
was like,
because
who
it's
the
the
fuck is this guy?
internet.
Like, who the fuck is Chud? Right, that's pretty
Why
much
do I
it.
care?
Right, so like my
It's
thing
the
is,
fucking
why would
internet.
I care
People
about
need to
a person
grow
who
up.
I have no idea who they are, and that's pretty much just it. Now I think you understand that, like.
Yeah, that's the only
I
thing that's
could've
really
picked
laggy in
up
this
the
game is
call,
this.
Gone in on you, been an abrasive dickhead. It's very easy for me to do, but I have no interest in doing that. That's pretty much just it. It was just a comment of I compared you to Frogan. Sorry, you're not
No,
Frogan.
sure, and you know, but at the end of the day, you know, we're obviously not going to be best buds or anything, right? It just seems
Wow.
a bit
No,
odd.
because I really the only cookie I really have that's my
You know,
favorite
we can
cookie is
turn this down
You're a
right
little,
now.
you're a little slut. You know, I can see your little tactics, right? You're trying to.
what you call it?
You're doing. I see exactly what you're doing,
Dark
mate.
Cow, but that's about it.
Doing
Like,
anything. Am I going
no
right?
game is that
No,
serious,
it's
to
fine.
be
No,
honest.
listen, all
No
I'm
game is
saying,
ever that
if you were just
serious.
real about it, and you said, "Oh, Chud Logic, that's the tosser that fucking had a go at my dad. What a dickhead." I mean, what have I got to say? Like, fair enough. I fucking was mean and made mean comments about you. I get it. But it's the fact, you know, and I'm, you know, whatever. I've had it all the time. Big streamers saying, "Who is this guy?" Doesn't
No,
matter.
you want to know
But
who's
it just
emo?
seemed like for someone that prides themselves on honesty, you weren't
There's an
doing
emo
that.
cookie,
Sure,
and it's
let me
not
see if I
Darky
can
Cow.
give you any
The
amount-
emo
because I
cookie
think
has to
you
be.
feel this way. Let me see if I can show you any proof of this. How do I do this?
I'm
Is
trying to
there
think of
any
the name.
way that I can show you this.
My brain's not working.
Well, I don't know if this helps, but like, if you can see my stream right now on this whole video where it says Tectone sobs when exposed for rapist father. Jesus, that's quite the title. Oh Jesus. I don't.
I mean, listen, that's provocative.
God, I can't remember the
I
name.
feel like you were being quite manipulative when you were crying about it. If we're gonna bring
My
that
brain's
up.
not working right now.
I was faking the tears.
You could have been being genuinely emotional. I can't tell that, but it just seemed like it was quite a performative act that you were making because
But
you're embarrassed.
you're fine 715. Hell yeah.
You really
Love
have
it.
a lot of like bad faith in me, huh? Do you watch? Have you
What
ever
we
watched
get?
me any time besides the clips you see online, or is this like your first time ever like seeing me at all?
I don't really watch your stuff that much. I've mainly
That
covered
makes
well.
sense. Yeah, I have to imagine the opinion that you have of
Golden
me
Cheese,
after
hell yeah.
interfacing with me via like watching clips. You might think that was performative, but yeah, no, that was just me being really upset because
From the regular
thing
pull
is,
type, that's
you
not
know,
bad.
when you have
Not bad at all.
Not really, no.
Yeah, so like I was very close with my dad, and when you're 16 years
Dad
old, you
gills.
don't want to think of your dad as like a fucking horrible human being.
Nothing
Obviously, I
crazy.
knew my dad went to jail.
One freaking pull? Hell yeah, though, dude. That's
He
crazy.
only went for 90 days, and I'm like, oh, okay.
That's good, though.
90 days, yeah, he probably just got, fucked over. Right, and obviously, I see all this shit come out online. It's a lot to hear that about your dad.
I gotta make money. I gotta make gems. I gotta find out how to make gems here.
Solid for doing it. However, finding out about all that stuff about your dad is pretty awful. And then also people calling him a rapist, which just, he wasn't.
Here we go. I can make gems here.
That's not a thing that happened, right? Like that's not the crime he was charged.
Okay, well, he didn't have forced penetrative sex
Yeah,
with
of
women.
course. Right.
But
yeah.
he did sexually assault them, I believe. I don't know the
Yeah,
incident.
Nope.
So I mean, the proper thing to call him, people are trying
Hell
to call him
yeah.
James of rape. He's not. He's more like the Max Verstappen of sexual assault, right? So as long as we can just be like, honest with our titles, you know what I mean? So, obviously there's a big difference. I think you'd agree.
Sure, I think that,
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from. And
Alright, let's see what I'm missing here.
I just
Stonks.
always find it a little bit obnoxious when streamers present that super hard to their audience. It comes across like, you see it as being real perhaps, but to me it just comes across as manipulative, and I think people are gonna, buy into your emotion about it and have a certain take on the drama. They might not do without the emotion.
Sure,
Arc.
I do think that you would agree that
Thief,
let's say I was
Knight,
doing that as a
Ranged.
right? I was, let's pretend.
You know
Right.
what? I think I know who
think
I
that
need
you
here.
Understand that that would be the biggest misplay to ever do, due to the fact that in the political sphere, the person who shows emotion always loses, right?
Let's go, Captain
obviously
Landy.
That would have never been the proper play to ever do that, because the way to win in the political space is to.
I feel like
just
Captain
be
Landy's
neutral,
good.
Act calm. Ignore any criticism whatsoever, and continue to try to brainwash your audience of a certain method. I mean, I feel like it's really not that hard to believe that.
Yeah, we're gonna go Captain Landy.
Found out that his dad is worse than what he believed, and the idea that his hero is now a shattered version of that, and now they're probably not going to interact.
Let me see if I can upgrade her real quick.
Fun to deal with.
Sure, I mean, obviously, I can't look inside your head and assess exactly what you were thinking in that moment.
Sure.
But I think it's misguided to think that an emotional reaction won't tee up your audience to have a certain response. Or
So
reaction
7,
and
8,
support
9.
back of
Wait,
that.
Yeah, but I
7.
think you'd understand that every streamer's chat's going to support them regardless, whether they're crying or not.
Yeah, sure. There's a lot of
We need
social
2.
attachment and stuff that happens.
All right,
Yeah.
we need 2.
So they're you know what I'm saying? There's
Oh, enhance.
There's no reason to play it that way. And by the way, I do think it is very funny that you say how pleasant I am. I
Wait.
appreciate that, by the way. If you go watch any of my other content when I do podcasts,
I need 5.
I hope you don't think that I'm jerking your balls or blowing
Well,
smoke
no,
up your
not at
ass.
all, not at all.
Yeah.
It just, it feels like, you talked about me for a couple of minutes. It wasn't the be all and end all. Obviously, as a
Okay.
smaller streamer, I'd be stupid to not talk about that because a bigger streamer talking about you.
Sure.
As you know from your own experience, is often, a good thing to bring up on your own stream.
Sure.
It just, the tone that you're bringing here is different to, I guess, maybe what I was anticipating.
Of
based
course.
On some of the points you made about me.
Yeah, that happens a lot when I talk to people. I usually have that impression of, wow, this guy's the world's biggest
There we go.
jackass. This guy's
Done.
the world's biggest dickhead.
5, 5, 5.
Oh, okay, well maybe not. And
For
that's
me,
okay.
a
I
person who
understand
doesn't
that's
even
how-
know this game, I think 1 healer,
I'm
1
known for
support,
giving
2 damage
the
healers would be pretty
worst,
good.
first
Well,
impression.
that's the thing.
It just comes across as a bit phony
That's
to me.
normal.
Sure,
But
yeah,
other
I mean,
times,
you
as you can see, I have
definitely
2
get that 100%.
healers right here.
Yeah, I mean,
1
you just
tank,
pull
1
any of my
healer.
streams or
Sorry,
any of my videos,
2
it's
damage
just
healers,
pretty much me
1
all the
tank,
time.
1 tank, 1 healer. That's literally what I have on here.
Sure,
So
yeah. I mean,
you're not wrong.
Like I say, obviously, you know, you've got your perception on the crying. I've got my interpretation of it. I can't see what's in your head.
I think it goes as simple as if you like me, you'll think it's legit.
So you're not wrong.
If you don't like me, you'll think that it's performance. And that's pretty much just how it goes. Like, that's why I don't really worry about my public perception online, because it's always going to boil down to if the people don't like me.
I just gotta stay alive and kill these things.
Like me, then
Okay,
they'll
yeah.
actually like me. And if people look into it, well, then people will actually believe me more.
The time has
and that's
come.
pretty much just it.
Yeah, the animations are pretty cool. I like the animations. They're hella
When
cool.
you were talking about the allegations with your ex,
For your
crying about
reckless
that
greed.
as well.
What? Can you refresh my memory?
I can't remember the exact point at which you did, but you definitely broke down in tears at some point addressing perhaps in regards to your own soul. I'm sure it might have been in regards to that.
Kind of like a hard thing to talk about. I'd say. Like, come on, man. I mean, like, sometimes
But people talk about stuff all the time and want tears on the street.
Well, yeah, sure, but I'm a pretty emotionally connected guy. You can tell that I get angry really easily.
Well, depending on what phone you have. Depends on what phone you got.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's no way of, like I say, demonstrating the type of what you're doing. I just personally always find it manipulative when streamers cry in front of their audiences.
Sure, there's a video. You ever played a gacha game?
Yes, yeah, I actually took a Genshin sponsorship.
Let's see.
Did you like it?
Yeah. No, because it was a 20 gig download, and you
Yeah.
had to do it on the phone, so it was a fucking waste of time, to be honest.
Redmi 90. I've never heard of that
This
before.
Video of me pulling this character Kafka in Honkai Star Rail, and I got so excited I passed out on the floor. Yeah, and I like took off my fucking clothes.
Yeah, it's weird. I've never heard of that
But
before.
I like genuinely passed out for like 3 seconds. I think just my emotions were large. But yeah, but I think you're
Right, but
it,
let me see. I can look it up. I can look it up.
By my view on gun laws. We're probably just different. I understand. Okay, but yeah, just wanted to come here and say sorry for calling you Frogan, man.
Oh, this one?
Okay, I mean, obviously, you know, the other thing that I it's probably worth bringing up
Grant
whilst
me
you're here
power,
in
Lord
regards to that
Noyas.
is, do you have any kind of thoughts
There's
about
nothing
that being used here in kind of online discourse to back
And
up
the
your argument
arrogance
about
of a
what
fool.
it is?
People keep on saying that I used my dad to back up my Discord. I believe what I said is my brothers didn't. What I said? My brother, my father, and our soldiers didn't follow the exact tweet.
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head, but I know.
Trying to find the
Yeah, sure. My dad was a soldier. My brother was a soldier. I'm from a military family, and I'm, you know, very supportive. I don't think I was directly using my father. He was also
No, I can run it. It looks like you can run it.
weaponizing my father.
That's what it looks like.
Counting as soldiers somehow.
But a different phone case next to the Poco up there. Hold on. Well, if that's the same type of phone, you should be
I
fine.
guess the point that I'm making is, I mean, I don't know what your take is on that.
Because it was a Redmi
For myself, I
T,
like
right?
Yeah.
But obviously, if you bring him up and bring him into the online discourse, of course you got to expect.
Yeah,
that
see,
you're gonna find
it's a
stuff out.
Xiaomi. I heard Xiaomi phones; those are good though.
Oh yeah,
Aren't they really
absolutely. I don't think that was my intention to bring him up and say, my dad's really cool, look at this fucking guy. Hassan, you're wrong.
You're
'cause my
different,
dad
actually?
did
Oh,
this."
shit.
I don't think I was doing that.
That's not bad though.
It's
That
been
means
kind
you
of
at
odd
least
to
have
see,
your
like,
stuff
kind of
together.
Revisionist history that occurred. Maybe I'm just
I should have healed.
But I don't think I was doing that.
Well, we'll see what happens.
It's kind of weird how, like, you know, Hassan would go after my father for, like, his criminal past. When he has an uncle who's, like, talking about how bestiality should be legal and how he fantasizes about young girls. You know, I just feel like it's kind of weird. Where does
Your brother has a Poco?
when do we
Oh.
stop being guilty by association? When do we stop being guilty by, like, you know, generational guilt? I think is like a very stupid concept.
What's the name of the?
I mean, that's proof like deflection. I don't think you're guilty of your father's crimes, of course.
Sure.
But I think you bringing him onto stream as well in a positive light, you know, it's kind of inevitable that this is going to come up and come back to bite you, right?
Out of respect, I'll use all
Well,
mine.
you know, when you think your dad's a good dude.
Oh yeah. Never mind then.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I don't know.
It probably will last then. Oh wait,
you
you can't even see my
You know,
my character's not moving. I'm sorry. Give me a
I just
second.
feel like it's like a kind of a normal thing to do.
Ow.
Let me
Oh,
show
also,
you
here's
my
the tweet.
secret weapon.
Here's, I have it all up.
There we go.
The tweet says, "I am
Now we're moving.
considering full Swamp and Egypt with this terrorist propaganda isn't punished harshly immediately on Twitch. My father, my brothers, and the soldiers did not bleed, sacrifice, and die for this bullshit to be allowed. This needs to be changed immediately." Yeah, which, by the way, if Assad looks into my brothers too, they're way worse. You know, they've killed people.
I mean, obviously, you know, I'm no Hassan fan. I'm not a Hassan guy, so
Yeah, sure.
I'm not.
Secret weapon. What do you mean secret weapon?
On the basis of his family or whatever. But you know, it's just that you're invoking your father in order to try and get someone else deplatformed essentially, only for them to potentially cause PTSD themselves, right?
Sure, so real quick. So people are saying like invoking my dad. You really think that post reads just invoking my dad? I was my father, my brother, and our
The
son.
arrogance of a
Like, if we bring them up, we should just say that I.
Well, it's for games that I play.
That's pretty much it.
Well, you're referencing them to.
I don't think I should show that, but what the fuck is this section?
Was I doing that? I think I was just saying, hey man, I'm upset about that.
Why did you mention them at all then, and just not say PTSD is bad and you shouldn't mock military people?
To kind of get people to understand where I'm coming from.
Oh, that's why. Got it. Makes more sense.
You sound like you know a lot more about the psychology of it.
Well, no, it's not about knowing about psychology. It just feels like quite an obvious.
Let me show you my secret weapon.
Trying to achieve that, and you're acting like you're kind of referencing them for the hell of it. But to me, it's like to underpin it, you've got some direct knowledge of this.
It was more like to show why I'm so passionate about this.
Stay with me.
Okay, it makes more sense why that says that.
Yeah,
Got it.
exactly. That's what
I don't want to show that. Can't show that stream.
Are we saying the same thing?
Yeah, more or less, we're saying the same thing. Yeah, sure. I just think there's this kind of denial because it's like you don't want to accept that there's
Bundle packs.
I don't know. It feels like
I want to find a
there's
person
something
who made
we
it
can
and
do
killed.
Okay.
Like
In Minecraft, of course.
if we
In
do that,
Minecraft.
that's fine. I mean,
I'm thinking maybe we're saying the same thing. I'm not entirely sure.
yeah. Okay. I mean, that was it. I mean, did you have any specific issues with anything I've said about you, your family, or anything like that?
I mean this genuinely. I don't know what you've said. I don't know. I don't know if you've said anything bad about me or my family. I just felt dismissive, and some of my chat was like, "Hey, man, I think you're a little bit too harsh on Chud." And I was like, "Okay, let me look into him." Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess he's not like Frogan at all. That's pretty much just it.
Well, no, I don't. Well, you know, obviously it's up for people to decide, but.
What if you're like Frogan? I don't think.
Well, no,
like
I mean,
Frogan.
obviously, I've got a very different tact and whatnot.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, if you've got time as well, just briefly whilst we're on the line, Nuxtaku, I saw you react to that video about Nuxtaku.
Yeah, Nux, you don't like Nux?
All right, let's see. Make your bundle for 229.
You skipped it, so you maybe don't know what my kind of.
Oh my god! You want me to pull it up?
No, you need to pull it up. You need to pull it up. It's fine.
Okay, what do you want to say about that?
I don't know. I mean, I felt like you were quite
Etern Flame.
I think that's how most people are.
Etern Flame.
I think that's how most people are. I'm not like a neutral journalist, you know. Usually people are pretty good to their friends, don't you think?
I'll wrap you up.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Wait, is it 4 of each?
Absolutely would be kind of hard.
108
I
lands.
just feel like I kind of watched a hit piece about him, and then there were some points where you
I
kind of
have
just
no
like
mercy to
That's not a bad deal for 4 of each.
address certain aspects that were.
I think the
your
only
reckless
quote I skipped was you because of the whole meme of who the fuck is Chud Logic on OSF. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Of course, you know, I mean,
Alright, let's see.
I will admit, you know, on stream I do play a bit more of a dickhead than I am. I'm not gonna lie. But sometimes I like being a jackass.
What do we got here?
Why did you want to watch the hit piece about him if he's your friend?
It didn't seem like a hit piece at all.
Oh, I see. So did you think it because it was a bit more favourable towards you?
No, I saw it, so I can give you the full context. So the guy's name is Royalty is Here, I believe. That's his username, the YouTube account.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that sounds about
Yeah,
right.
and so he made a video on me. And I just reacted to it on stream. It went very well.
Alright, what's the
It was
latest
2 years
releases? Let's
ago.
see. Only these
And
4?
Everything that he said about me was out of context clips and bad faith comments over and over and over and over. And so I leave a comment, or sorry, I don't know what I did. We interfaced somehow, and he said, yeah, looking back on this video, it was horrendous, and I apologize, I completely misrepresented it. And I said, okay. So the guy understands, and he was at least trying to be fair.
Or
And so
spend
then I
money.
see,
It's one of the
they made a
two.
video on me that was an immense amount of bad faith. I wondered what he said about Knox. I clicked the video, and the dislike ratio was like non-existent. And I was like, oh, okay. So let's see how it goes, because the like dislike ratio video on mine was fucking terrible. I think it had like 30% dislikes.
Oh,
because
okay,
it was
then.
just like
Yeah.
completely horribly presented. But the guy apologized.
Makes
and he
sense.
doesn't stand by what he said, and so I just wanted to see what he said about next. But yeah, I think it's fine.
Fall into nightmare.
Oh no, sure. I thought you picked it because maybe it was like more of a attacking video, but it seems like you thought it was more favourable. From the sound of it.
Well, the thing is, for me, is that I really don't worry about whether a video is fair or not, because as long as people know the full context of the situation, let's say there is a video that hates one of my friends, or someone that I don't like in a bad light, and I think that you'll admit that I'm pretty fair towards the people that I get into discourse with. I don't really think I make things up, like call people a rapist or anything like that. I think I've been pretty fair, and I stick to comments like
that's cute.
You ugly. I think you'd agree that you're not really the best looking guy. Just like I'm not the best looking guy.
Hey, sure. Yeah, I even said you got a point.
You see what I mean? Like when I called Krogan fat, you know, she's pretty fucking fat, right? It is what it is. You know, hopefully we don't get banned. But yeah, like I don't really like say things that aren't, you know, pretty easily noticeable. I don't make up that people committed crimes or any of that shit.
Abel bling deck.
Right, and then I'm like, okay, you're gonna fuck with me like that, and I guess I'm going to off, and I guess let's just make this as messy as possible, right? Like for example, like so Hassan called me a fucking rapist. He said, and I quote, "Brother has a generational familial obligation to rape," and so I lie about him, and I say that he's 45. You know, and that's, you know what I mean? I know that bothers him. And that's pretty much it, you know? But I think I'm a pretty reasonable guy.
Sure, I mean, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the next stuff is like, there's so much deep-rooted drama in that. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. It just, you know, interesting to get some insight into why you watched that video, but...
Sure.
Paralaza.
But yeah, anyway, I mean, that's it really, unless there's anything you wanted to talk about.
Have you always had viewers on YouTube?
I switched over to YouTube about a year and a half ago, so...
How did you...
Back when you came and invited me to play Fortnite, I had about 500 viewers back then, I think.
What a great guy. How did you... Do you think LSF was big for blowing up your career?
Yeah, definitely. It had an impact. I was always posted covering whatever fucking OTK drama was happening.
Let's see.
You like OTK?
But it got to a... not really, no. I think that, you know, it's kind of a double-edged sword because speaking shit about OTK people ends up getting you a bad reputation. And there was some gay study someone did, and apparently I was one of the most hated people on LSF, which is fine. I'm very vitriolic, I get that. But yeah, I think it had a negative impact in some ways.
Yeah, I do think, you know, after the conversation, I do think you have a lot of bad faith. I do. And
you think I say things I don't believe?
Sorry, what can you repeat that?
Well, I mean, I don't know what you mean by bad faith. Because I would understand it to mean I'm saying things that I don't truly believe or something.
Yeah, so I think that you're going into this
Let's
field
see.
as
125.
a neutral journalist, a neutral perspective.
I won't get it.
But I think that if your biases and your opinions are entirely based off of just the clips you see,
let's see,
and you don't go to look for the further context, I do think that's going to lead you down a bad path to be hated, right? Because nobody should be judged by one clip that happened 4 years ago in the span of 30 seconds, you know what I mean? And I think a lot of the negative perspective that you have towards me, to where you even doubt how, what's the word? I guess, is corrigible a word?
What do you think?
Is that a word? Corrigible?
I don't know, what are you trying to allude to? What do you mean?
I just think it's very funny how you came in here with a lot of bad faith arguments and perspectives, and you were like, I think you're faking being nice. I'm just, oh, cordial, that's the word. Yeah, it's like, I'm just like not doing that, man. I really pride myself in not being involved in all the rat race shit. Because I'm pretty sure that you know.
I can understand you think that's bad faith. I'm just explaining it feels like you making this kind of shitty comment towards me and then being super nice
so we got
try and build rapport with me
his
so we have a more favorable conversation.
Holy Sacrifice, Merciless Glutton.
Okay.
So maybe you're just a nice guy. Maybe you're just a really nice guy. Maybe you're just a really nice guy. Maybe I'm wrong. But to me, that's what it is.
Well, I appreciate that. and I understand your perspective. But yeah, if you ever want to
5-star
watch my stream sometime.
Oh, we don't have her.
And
Nice.
I'll watch yours. And once again,
oh, we don't have this one either.
The thing is, you know,
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't like big streamers.
Oh, we don't have this one either.
They've got this suffocating hold over like what you
But I
can
keep that.
can't say about them.
Oh, we don't have this one either.
Because I've criticised some aspects of your response, and sure, my editor's got some shitty thumbnails out about you. But if we get closer, what if something happens and I need to say, oh, I think Tectone has done something terrible here? Well, you know, am I going to get a knock on the door and you're going to be, oh, Chud, you can't be saying this?
No, trust me, and I think I know what streamers you're referring to. Trust me, I've dealt with my fair share of streamers where they're like, delete that, delete that, delete that. You can't say that. You can't say that. You can't talk to this person. Trust me, I get it. I know what you've probably gone through, and it's definitely very frustrating for sure.
For example, you know, I know this is a sensitive issue for you, but if stuff happens with your ex and stuff comes out, and I've got a different view on it, like, what impact is that going to have? But, like, surely you're going to be fucking annoyed with me if I say, I think this guy did X, Y, and Z terrible
for real,
thing.
legit, this whole thing was that I just felt out of pocket for calling you Frogan. That's it. You can do whatever you want, man. You don't have any obligation to do anything for me at all.
Okay, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, well, listen, I mean, based on nothing else, I guess I'll thank you for that, you know, openness. Thanks for coming on.
Sure.
And I guess we'll leave it there.
So, Fortnite or...
Fortnite or...
I'm more into Warzone, to be honest.
Damn, that shit is old, bro. How old are you?
I'm 38.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that makes sense. You should try Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals is better.
I think I couldn't really get into that. I'm not into characters. I prefer Battle Royale.
Anything gives me gems.
That's my age, but of a slower pace, you know.
Yeah, probably. You ever play PUBG?
No gems.
Yes.
Okay.
Classic.
That shit's
Classic
fire
game.
as fuck, dude. I just don't know what it is, man. Like, Fortnite is cool, but the gunplay in PUBG is just fucking phenomenal. But yeah, I mean, I guess it won't bother you too much more small talk. Feel free to do and say whatever it is you want to say. You won't catch me in your DMs, don't worry. But yeah, I just, you know, it might be weird, but I, unlike iDubbbz, developed empathy at a very early age. And it was legit just, my bad.
Trying to find this. Hold on.
Well, I mean, obviously, it's very disarming when someone's as apologetic as you are. You know, obviously, yes.
You're not used to it, right? Not used to it. Most people double the fuck down.
Well, no. I mean, you know, I'm just used to very slimy streamers acting in certain ways to placate people. But, you know, maybe I'm wrong on this case. Maybe you are just genuine.
For sure.
Who knows? We'll see. We'll see, won't we?
Hey, dude, the moment I hang up this call, I'm going to say, hey, fuck this fat, ugly piece of shit. Yeah, but for real, do whatever you want, man. I just wanted to tell you my bad, and have a great stream.
Thanks. Catch you later, mate. Bye.
All right, peace. That is so funny to me, how he thought that I was, like, faking being cordial. That was insane to me. I was like, dude, what do people think that I'm like? Yo, fuck this fat, ugly piece of shit. No, for real though. That is so funny how he thought I was faking being cordial. Like, holy fuck. Thinking that I was faking crying too. I was like, what?
A wedding.
All
yeah.
right. Well, anyways.
Bada bing, bada boom. Ring ding 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 ding.
Oh no.
Money at 492. God damn it.
I never thought I'd see the day where I feel bad for a gacha company, bro. I ain't gonna cap. But I genuinely feel bad for Tribe 9 because I think they are a gacha game that's a lot better than a number of gacha games that are doing incredibly well. Fate Grand Order, fucking dog water game. The only people that play that shit are people who can't convince themselves to drop a game that they've spent thousands of hours and dollars into. Dog shit game. There's like literally 87 gacha games right now that are doing well that are so much worse than Tribe 9. But yeah, this is not clickbait. They actually did end the service. They just announced it right here on their Twitter page. They said, we regret to inform you that service for Tribe 9 will be terminated on November 27th. Since the game's launch, the development and operations teams have strived to provide excellent service and improve player experience. However, after careful consideration, we have made the difficult decision to end the game's service. Man. Now, I will say November 27th is about 9 months away. I'm going to be a bit facetious here. Probably 9 months away because that's when they're going to have their kid from getting royally fucked by whatever management team decided to open up with that launch. Man, dude, I know this actually really does feel bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have a lot of thoughts I want to share about this.
Not very much.
Because some of you guys might be thinking that this game is into servicing because of the launch, but no, that's not really the case from my point of view. I think there's several reasons, several like variables that go into Tribe 9 just not performing well. It isn't just the real bad launch. Don't get me wrong. It was bad. Pretty much to catch you guys up who don't know, Tribe 9 did a launch where you could play the game for 8 hours, the first 8 hours, and you would only get like 4 pulls or 5 pulls or something crazy like that. Like the launch incentive was just egregious. On top of that, their initial pity system was also dog water as well. It was like some shit where like if you didn't do a 10 pull, if you only did like a single pull at a time, the rates were even more scuffed for getting characters like 4 stars and stuff, to the point where it wasn't worth doing a single pull ever. It was like a lot of jank things. Anyways, the community ripped them apart, and you know, unfortunately, with things like that happen, reputation is something that is not easily reconciled when it's a first impression. When it's a first impression, you know, people are really cutthroat out here. And I don't think that's necessarily the only reason why, though. Because here's the thing, guys. Tribe 9 never really captured a sizable market with its launch. It's not like everybody in the gacha space was going, wow, I can't wait to play Tribe 9. It was actually quite a niche game. Beautiful art medium. They had the Danganronpa team behind them, not developing the game, but they used them for their art style in some of the story direction. But Akatsuki Games is actually the people who developed this game. And I was a fan of the game. In fact, it breaks my fucking heart because I am pretty sure that they...
Is that the new one?
They put their faith in me out of... I mean, I don't have a fact on this. I think I was the last person they sponsored. They sponsored me with this video. And in the brief, man, I could tell they really wanted me to use the gacha smack magic to try and bring some people back into their game. And I tried, man. I really did. I even threw it into another integration here, promoting the game inside of here. 40,000 views in total to try to get people to, you know, to download the game. It feels bad, dude. No, I failed Tribe 9, boys. I failed it, man. Getting back on topic, I don't think it just was the launch that failed it. I think it was also a niche game to begin with. I think it also had a Zenless Zone Zero problem. And what I mean by that is Zenless Zone Zero had one of the most worst fucking launches ever. The game was brain dead easy. There was no fucking like intuitive,
so people are playing it, but it's a beta.
Motivation to even learn the combat in the beginning.
It was just a
very long time. Hit my head against a wall trying to get to the almost a year game, trying to get to the progression phase of the game.
He became meta when he had his candy. So whenever his candy came out, pretty much.
Unfortunately, that deterred a lot of people away from Zenless Zone Zero, right? Tribe 9 had the same problem. A lot of the game's beautiful elements, much like Zenless Zone Zero, its mechanisms and its true beauty in the game where it flourished the most.
Hold on one second, guys. Give me a second.
Until you really got to the second half of the game. The game's real end game, its build system complexity and its combat really starts to come alive, but they keep it all gate kept behind progressing through the story. And so I think a lot of people played the game for the market that they did capture, but they never made it to the second half. They're just like, yeah, this game's ass. And I honestly can't fault people for that because that's a part of a game's experience as well. But then not only was that a problem, check this out, guys. When I look at the Tribe 9 roster, I know a lot of people in this space, even me at one point, which I've changed my mentality on this after seeing it like over and over. I've seen it enough at this point. But a lot of people seem to think male characters will sell well. While Tribe 9 had a heavy male character roster. Kazuki Aoyama, I love this fucking guy. He reminds me of a favorite anime character of mine's in Tower of God. He's best friends with Bam. And he has the same aura like this dude does. He also looks like Killua from Hunter x Hunter. Not getting off track. This dude was awesome. I loved him. But this was one of the male limited characters, right? Count how many women are in here and then count the males as well as how they're designing them too. Some of them are a little goofy. One male 2 male, 3 male, 4 male, 5 male, 6 male, although it's a femboy, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 male characters, and how many women? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's it. So this was a game that actually had more male characters than female characters. Furthermore, the female characters weren't like provocative. They weren't like gooner bait. And so I think this was, once again, when you consider what the demographic of the gacha space is looking for, they're looking for idols, they're looking for people they want to fantasize about. And unfortunately, Tribe 9 didn't really go that route with their game, which I think was hella based. But if you're trying to make money, it just doesn't work out that way. And you're gonna see, the more of these things I list off, the more it starts to compound as to why I think Tribe 9 just couldn't break out into the mainstream. The other thing was, the game just had a very unique combat system. It was actually similar to Zenless Zone Zero, except a bit.
Wait, what do you
slower,
mean
more weighty.
he's everywhere? Hold on. What do you mean he's everywhere? Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold on. Bless you, Bubba. Bless you.
Alright, so here is the new Living Abyss comp that we
so he's not
have
there.
going on. Of course, just to let you guys know, my build is not fully optimized, so I will put the fully optimized stat on the video for you guys. And just keep in mind, the damage can be higher if I do increase the magic area. But mine is at 20 right now for Blueberry Pie, as well as the updated, you know, Twizzy Gummy is at plus 26. All right. Of course, if you guys get it up to 30 and 30, it will do a lot more damage. Right? But this is.
But wait a minute.
Apparently, this is the team that has been used after the release. I'm so confused though.
Why the fuck is he meta?
Twizzy Gummy's Magic Candy, as well as
where does that come from?
So before, it was actually where you know, we used Eternal Sugar with, I believe it was.
I'm confused because
they used somebody else like Black Forest, but Black Forest now has been removed here, and this is going to be the comp. All right, so let's go over.
Because here's the thing.
Let's just go over the treasure.
About that,
treasure is literally the same with the robe, as well as
that
the
means
and the whistle here. Okay,
you have to literally build him
of the cookies as well. All right. So the builds of the cookies.
I talk about this one here.
As follow. Eternal Sugar.
Sorry. I'll put it over
here. We do 3.
Sorry, I keep on forgetting my things right there.
Pretty much with the attack tart. All right. The build that you want to focus on is highest attack and crit as possible, and around 8.5% cooldown.
You know what I find crazy though?
You guys can higher the crit.
You know what I find crazy?
It's going to be, and the biscuit,
that there's a beast cookie that's good in guild.
Damage, but apparently, if you guys don't have a full-on poison, you guys.
That's what I find crazy.
You know, some extra damages to bypass is not terrible.
That's never happened before.
Do that.
I mean, other than Dragon. Never mind, Dragon. Never mind.
So if that is gonna be,
that's the second time that's happened.
Then please go with what you guys are able to do. All right, but main focus is attack, crit, and a bit of extra cooldown to spam Eternal Sugar's skill. And of course,
yeah, can you not see it? It's right there.
You don't want to have the highest attack, but want to have at least a bit of attack to get the whistle buff, because our Blueberry Pie is going to be the one with the highest attack here, getting the whistle and the robe here, guys. And the build for Blueberry Pie is going to be 3 attack toppings, 2 crit, as well as a attack speed tarts that we have going on here in order to increase a bit more attack speed. So we do have a attack speed tarts. Okay, the focus of this build here is going to be at least 20.4% attack speed apparently, but of course, again, mine is not fully optimized. I'm just going with whatever I have built so far.
Right.
So we are going with that. And then rest of them is going to be highest attack and crit as possible. You don't need any cooldown, and damage resistance is honestly not really required either. The focus is going to be attack speed, and crit percentage. Again, highest attack for the whistle, as well as highest attack speed for the rogue. And then the biscuit is going to be full electric damage. If you guys can get this higher as well, then way more damage you're gonna do. All right. And the next one is gonna be our wedding cake. Wedding cake is gonna go with full on cooldown here with the biscuit as well. And you want to try and get, ideally, apparently, if you guys can, 57% cooldown. I am a little bit short, but you know, it's whatever. And then we have the attack speed at least 10%. And they did say if you guys get to the 250 level, all right, level 250 on the Living Abyss, having extra damage is going to help out because the Living Abyss is going to do a bit of damage, all right? And the next one is going to be our Twizzly Gummy with the full cooldown here as well, with the full cooldown biscuit. And the focus here is going to be 50% cooldown, and if you guys can, a bit more, about 55%, crit as much as possible.
So the meta now is
not that high, and then extra damage resist if you guys can with 250% plus. All right, and the next one is going to be is going to be also going with
something
cooldown. If you guys can,
something vampire and 2 other
cooldowns,
cookies.
with the cooldown biscuit, and then that is pretty much what we have. Right, so let's get into
I'm confused though, Jesus Christ.
Or the run. Okay, I think there are different ways to actually do this, but the build that has been shared with me, you guys can go where you use wedding cake as soon as possible, use cream ferret as soon as possible, and then the rest
That's
of
true,
them,
you gotta do it.
It's gonna come down to when you have 58 seconds left on the clock here. Right, I'm gonna use the wedding cake here as well. But when there's 58 seconds left, you're gonna use the skills, and then pretty much everything else you're just gonna spam it here, and then let the let your cookies do the work. The best way is, you spam everything with your keyboard or your phone, and just kind of spam everything.
Well, looks like I'm building. Looks like I'm making a cookie run team.
No problem. You guys can literally go with which you guys can. I like it simple, so we just go and do this, right? And then that should give us about 15 billion. Again, there's a lot of videos out there probably doing a lot more. All right, there's people doing 18 billion. They have people doing over 20 billion and all that stuff. The order does matter is because of the fact that you want to get all the buffs and all of that stuff. The Blu-ray Pie is going to be really, really important. You need the Blu-ray Pie to use the skill as
It's not really a story meta. It's just all about putting your most powerful cookies on the team. Pretty much it.
If you guys don't, then Blu-ray Pie is going to just sit there and do nothing. And you're going to lose out on so much damage because now you have no cooldown on Blu-ray Pie. You don't have the Jelly Wash to actually increase the cooldown. So that just makes your Blu-ray Pie do nothing and lose out on so much damage. And literally, as you guys can see, Blu-ray Pie is literally doing all of the damage here. So you don't
pretty much, yeah.
Out on that. But
pretty much like all the beasts.
Like people in the comments are saying like there's people doing like 20 billion. You definitely can. I think I can do a lot more too if I do upgrade the magic candy to level 30, as well as
pretty much that's what I do.
Optimize a bit,
and I've never had a problem with it.
But that is pretty much what we have for the build of the Living Abyss.
There's only certain times where you need an actual team.
If you guys look at this though, once you guys get to 250,
certain times,
or even like 200, I think you might want to, if you guys are lower in the stats wise, then you might want to add in a little bit of extra damage resistance again, because of the fact that some of your cookies can die. Right, but we can do a little bit of extra practice again. If you guys have a different build, then please let me know down in the comments below as well. But we have our wedding cake, and then we have cream ferret. Use the skill. This time around, I'm not going to use wedding cake right away. We're going to wait until the 58-second mark. And then the reason why we're waiting until 58 is because you want to have the ooze come out, right? The ooze summons need to come out, and then we have to use the skills in order to have our Blu-ray Pie actually shoot out those lasers. All right, if you guys don't do that, right, then Blu-ray Pie again, it's just gonna sit there, not do anything, and then you're pretty much going to be left without
all right, let's do this
chunk of your damage because your Blu-ray Pie wasn't able to go and shoot out those lasers. Okay, so and there we go. This time around, I mean, of course, depending on crit and stuff. So right there, 14.7 billion. It's just really going to depend on some of your crits and stuff like that. But yeah, that is pretty much what we have for this build. There are going to be people, again, doing so much more damage. Maybe I honestly want to try it out with level 30 magic candy too, but I just wanted to show you guys what is possible right now. I am not a huge guild person either, so there's that. But
excuse me.
Yeah, level 20 on each of them, 26 and 20. And my internal sugar is at 1 star. And I believe if you want to try and optimize this as much as possible, I believe you want to have it so that Eternal Sugar's promotion is not too high, so Blueberry Pie is still the highest attack. Yeah, that's pretty much what I have for this guide. And yeah, hopefully you guys can use this to do some big chunk of damage to the Living Abyss.
Alright, I'm gonna have to probably do that. Then I'll make a video for lower ended and higher ended people. That's not gonna be hard.
Nice shirt, by the way. Okay.
Not gonna be hard to do
Cutie
that.
dressed me today. It's not my shirt. Cutie dressed me today. I called it. You don't say you called it. Don't say you called it. Yeah, Cutie dressed me today, man. Okay, here's the thing. Today, me and Cutie went on a spa date. Okay? Because if you don't know anything, if you never watched Cutie streams, you don't know anything about my girlfriend. She walks around the world like this. She walks around the entire world like this. Literally like this. And what this does...
Where the fuck is this other Clarissa at, then?
It creates an insane amount of tension in her shoulders. And I've touched her shoulders, and it feels what? Like rock.
Where the hell is another Clarissa?
I have to look at her, and I sometimes I look at her, I do this. I'll literally go like this. And then I'll see her shoulders unfurl. And by the way, I'm dough.
Where is she? This
I'm
one?
fucking croissant dough. Okay? So I hate getting massages. I don't enjoy it. Because every time I get a massage, I'm like, ow, ooh, ah. They're getting too deep. They're getting too deep in my doughy body, my doughy thick body. But she loves them. Because it's the one time of the month, you know, year, whenever she gets
Bless you, Bubba.
where she relaxes. So we decided to do a spa date, right? Because I've been traveling quite a bit. We thought it'd be nice to spend a little afternoon together, get some lunch, go to the spa, and she booked everything. Okay, I won't lie. She was kind of my pay princess. I was the little piggy. I was a little piggy.
I was a little piggy.
I was having a good time.
Little piggy, little
But I
piggy.
didn't realize what I'd signed up for. Because what I didn't realize is the spa she booked. Now she told me the spa. She said the spa is the Beverly Hills Hotel Spa. And I said, cool. I know that's in Los Angeles, Beverly Hills. Now, although it's true, I have lived in Los Angeles for about 7 years now. I've never really been to Beverly Hills. In fact, the only time I've ever been to Beverly Hills is I had a friend who lived there. I went to his house a few times. And Rodeo Drive, which if you don't know is like 5th Avenue in New York, but the Los Angeles equivalent. It's just a bunch of fancy stores. And when I first moved to LA, I went there to go window shopping.
I do not know that.
And I thought this place is fucking boring as hell.
I do not know.
I thought this place is boring and lame as hell. So I've never been to Beverly Hills proper. I didn't even know what Beverly Hills Hotel was. So when I was ready this morning to leave, Cutie comes downstairs. She literally does this to me. Okay, you're me, I'm her. She comes in downstairs. She goes, you can't go like that. I said, what do you mean? She's like, there's a dress code. You can't go like that. I was wearing white sweatpants and an oversized Legolas shirt from Lord of the Rings. And I said, here's what I did. I switched my pants because I went, that makes sense. You can't wear sweatpants. So I switched to regular slacks. And then I said, okay, let's go. And she said, I said you can't wear that. And I went, I changed. And she said, you can't wear a graphic tee. Okay. And I'm like, what is this, communist China? What is this, Mao Zedong's hotel? 1984? Do I have no freedom? It's just rich people shit, apparently.
Alrighty.
So, you know, I'm looking around for an outfit, which is when I realized she's already figured this out. She already knew I was going to be unprepared, and she pulled out an outfit for me. And she dressed me. And you were watching.
Don't need any of those.
I was wearing. I can't show you the full outfit because I switched to pants that she doesn't like because I wanted to wear jeans instead of shorts. So the jeans,
or skirts, or jorts, or lorts, or something.
I basically look like a model for what's that company that sells shorts for frat boys who like to go to yachts? They have like a cute little animal mascot. Vineyard Vines. Yes, I look like a Vineyard Vines model. No, that's a lie. I look like a chubby Vineyard Vines goer. That's what I look like. Yeah, basically pick any of these guys, and this is me. I'm these guys right here. This me. So we start going.
I do have
axolotls. The GPS shows that we're
I may use
5 minutes late. Now, if you know anything about me, I really strive not to be late to things. I think it's super important to be punctual. So this is a rare occurrence. And I thought, you know what? We'll be late one time in our life.
Great one. Good one. Great one. Good one. Great one.
She starts freaking out. She's going, oh, no, we're going to be late. we can't be late. And I go, we can be 5 minutes late, okay? It's
Nope.
it's LA.
No, you
Everybody's late in LA. It's how it works. You know, movie times in LA are like 30 minutes after when they say they're gonna start. Now, obviously, they have like the ads that roll before, but they also have like another 10 minutes of LA buffer that other cities don't have. It's not normal. Normal movies is
What,
like
Bubba, what?
15 to 20 minutes. LA, I'm telling you, is
Bubba,
another
what?
15 minutes. They have another 15 minutes in LA because they know LA time. Everybody's late. So anyway, she calls a place, or she says to me, if you show up 15 minutes late, you lose your appointment. And that's when I realized that, okay, this place is kind of uptight. This place is kind of
Very
serious.
uptight.
I didn't
Very.
realize it was like that because I thought you just pay the money. You get
How
the
else do I
service,
get
it's fine.
gems?
So
Let's
she
see.
calls,
Maybe there's a
they're
way I
like,
can
hey,
get gems.
No problem.
Oh, right there.
You
What's
push
this?
Your appointment 15 minutes.
Enter the
so that way
Golden
you can
Goblet
show up on time.
Chamber-
Like,
Chamber
so
and
we start
Adventure.
driving. I'm doing a couple calls where we're driving, and then we start driving through Beverly Hills. I've never driven through Beverly Hills because while we're driving through, she's explaining this thing to me. If you guys ever go to
Bubba,
Beverly Hills,
what?
you see this. Just to show you how rich
Bubba, what are you doing?
Beverly Hills is.
Huh?
Every street in Beverly Hills is lined with trees, but no two streets have the same type of tree.
Yeah.
That's how rich it is. Every street has their own unique trees that line the roads. Like some get elm trees, pine trees, evergreen trees,
This is 5-star,
palm
4 to 5
trees,
star.
cherry blossoms. They all get their own trees just for their road.
Okay.
That's how rich it is. So I'm looking at this. I'm like, damn. I'm Googling every cool building we see along the way. There's a bunch of like insanely cool looking buildings. He's like, what's that? I look it up. I'm like, oh, historic building, it's abandoned. Oh, historic building, it's abandoned. Oh, historic building, it's abandoned. And then we finally get to
historic
our
building, it's
location.
abandoned.
Except it's not our location. Cutie put in the wrong address in the GPS. We went to the wrong place. And when we put in the right place, we were going to be another 10 minutes late. Okay, so we do our 10-minute detour. We finally get there.
fuck.
And the Beverly Hills Hotel is a
That
very
sucks.
old hotel. It's over 100 years old. And they're doing
Bless you,
renovations.
Bubba.
So their spa is actually shut down right now. They moved their spa to like some other area that's like a far walk. So Cutie's stressed out. We're like sprinting through bungalows to finally get to the spa. And we get there with like a
Okay,
minute to spare. A minute
Any
before
of these
they
give me
would have
gems. None of these
canceled
give me
the
fucking
actual
gems, dude.
appointment.
This is dumb.
And,
Why do I
you
not
know,
getting any gems?
Luckily, they were very nice. And all we need to do is hide.
Why are you laughing at me, huh?
When I'll say I'll take some blame here. I'll take accountability. I made my first mistake because we get to the place and there's this guy there, and I strike some light conversation. I just said, "How long you been working here?" And he says, 12 years. And I go, "Wow, how old are you?" And he goes, 35. And I was like, "Wow, you don't even look that old."
Whoops.
Which in my head
Whoopsie.
was like saying,
Don't say that.
You look younger than the age that you said. But what it actually comes across as is, damn, you're old as fuck. So
Damn,
then
you're
I
old
lied,
as fuck.
because I realized what I said came off very rude.
Damn, you're old as fuck.
And I said, I'm 32. But what I forgot is I literally just filled out a form with my name and age that I handed over to the guy, which clearly says I'm in my 20s. So anyway, they bring us to the spa room. I've butchered my first interaction.
Yes,
And,
yes, yes,
And I've had
yes.
a few massages
Woo!
before, but I don't think I've ever been to a place
Yes.
this fancy.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
And so they
Come
have
on,
us
give me
in a
Sneal.
bungalow,
Give me
and if you
Sneal.
ever had a massage, you know, they show you a little tour of the room, and then they say,
Yeah,
okay,
baby.
you know, you can take off your
Fancy,
clothes and
be
go
fucking
under
ready.
this
Oh
blanket,
my
and then we'll come
God.
out. And I don't like going dick and balls out.
Holy shit. Oh my God. Hell yeah. I needed this so fucking badly, dude. I'm putting it in my Discord. Give me a second. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. I mean, to be honest, homage to Taruman. I mean, I'm at 110, fuck it. You know, these ones are gonna be, what, a few days? Player Racer book. Okay, cool. I think that's it. Because how long is this going for? To be honest. 14th to the 21st? Yeah, we got enough time. I think we got enough time, I think. We should.
I'm not a fan of going dick and balls out when I get a massage. It's probably the least European thing about me. It's the most American thing about
I'm
me.
so fucking happy we got him,
So I keep
boys.
it off.
Yeah.
And then I close my eyes.
Guess what
and
that
face down on the thing.
means? That means we get to fight.
And then I get hit with the biggest cross up of my life because the lady who I'd been talking to
Bless you,
normally
Bubba.
up to this point
Are you having
comes up to me
allergies,
while I'm
Bubba?
lying in the bed with like copyright-free
Yeah?
ocean music in the background. She literally comes up. Close your eyes right now. Close your eyes. Okay? You are me. She walks up. She goes,
You are me, I am you.
Is this pressure good for you?
Ah! Don't
and
do
if
that.
you hated that,
I hated that
you
so
are
much.
like me.
Yes.
I did not like it. I was not a fan of the in my ear ASMR. I was not a fan of it. I can't close my
Bless
eyes.
you,
I'm
Bubba.
driving. Blake, then you shouldn't be typing in chat either. And if you're already typing in chat, you might as well close your eyes because you fucked up once. What's the second? Anyway,
You
I
might as well
hated
close
the
your fucking
ASMR.
eyes there at
now,
that point.
before, we'd had a conversation in a normal speaking volume, and I told her I don't really like massages. I basically said like, hey,
Bless you,
just,
Bubba.
you know,
Jesus.
I'm actually quite sensitive.
you okay?
And so I don't like, you know, too aggressive pressure because she asked me, and I said, you know, I kind of like a light pressure, you know, just more of a relaxed. Yeah. She's like, sure, no problem. Or no, sorry, she said normal. She said, sure, no problem. But the issue is when she
Can
started
you please
using
don't
her
do that
ASMR
again?
voice, because it was so jarring to me. And by the way, she was very good at her job. I'm not blaming her. But I just didn't like the ASMR voice.
God, I'm so
no
happy.
matter what she said, the moment the ASMR voice started, I would just say, okay. Because I didn't want a conversation. So she said, how's the pressure? I said, okay. But she was going really, really light. And I think she sensed that she was going really, really light, just maybe in the way like my body was not reacting to what she was doing. So she starts to get a bit stronger. She started adding a little more pressure. And then she goes back in my ear.
Bro, I bought me
Again.
a fucking
So I go,
secret
okay.
lab
And she
chair,
starts applying
man.
More pressure.
I'm
This
so
happens
happy.
2 more times. 2 more times, she asks if I want more pressure. And every time, I just say okay. Because I don't want to extend the conversation in the ASMR voice. Until the point where she goes, what I would assume is her max pressure on
All
my
right, so
legs.
I need to get
And now
that
my legs are the worst
thing.
part.
I'm gonna get that thing. Give me a second.
I'm soy. I'm soy and soft when it comes to my legs, especially my knee, because I fucked it up playing basketball. They are bruised and battered. Now, normally this wouldn't be a story worth telling. Normally, this is like, oh man, guy gets a massage at the Beverly Hills Hotel, has slightly too much pressure and winces in pain. That's not the problem. The problem is because it hurts so much when my bruise
Where
gets
is it at?
touched, I
Here?
can't control my body. And in the moment when she's doing it, I'm going somewhat in and out of sleep, right? Because I'm just
So
trying to,
I
like,
need to do
nothing,
level
nothing
50
about anything.
Sermia.
She hits my knee with
Level
just
50.
enough tension that I let out a little fart. Just a little
Sermia.
sensitive that it wasn't audible, but I let out a little bit of ass. Okay, I put a little ass in the room, and I got stressed because I'm not slime. I can't control how it smells. So I'm sitting there, and I'm just going,
I feel even lighter
just
than
trying to
usual.
see if, you know, what I have dealt out to the room is worth talking about. I'm almost trying to suck it out the air if possible. I'm trying to go.
Do we need 3?
Now, luckily, I don't know if it was my timing or what, but right around that moment, I don't think she noticed. She said, okay, and then left the room. Which, now that I think about it on hindsight, was a little weird because she did leave the room about like 5 minutes before Cutie's masseuse left the room. Like, Cutie's masseuse was there because we did a couples massage. We were in the same room. Cutie's masseuse did stay a little bit longer. Now that I'm thinking about, I don't think she noticed. I'm 99% sure. I'm 95. I'm 90% sure she didn't
95%
notice
sure that she didn't notice.
that I did that. Anyway.
Okay, so that's 60
I kinda feel like
Sermia
an
with the
a-hole,
stuff on her.
right?
100%.
Because afterwards, it's like a fancy little spa thing. They give you like champagne with some chocolate covered strawberries. So I've farted in this girl's face. I'm sitting eating the chocolate covered strawberries. I'm spilling them all over the floor because we're sitting outside. There's no
set.
plate, and I'm not drinking the champagne because I'm doing God mode May and I'm not drinking alcohol in the month of May. So I'm just a fucking slobbery little mess, and I want out. So I go back in the spa because I need to validate our parking. Okay, I got our parking validated, and you know, me and Cutie are sitting there. I'm like, let's go get lunch. Okay, let's
So
go
level
get lunch,
85
and we
destruction.
leave. I did pass, by the way, or sorry, the masseuse does pass me on her way out.
Level 85
and
destruction
she didn't-
on her, so
now
that's
that
what I'm
I'm
gonna
thinking
put on
about it,
her.
She didn't really say hi. I guess her shift. I guess I was the last appointment of her shift. I assumed it was because we were slightly late. I might have fucked up. here. Anyway, that's not.
I'm
look,
gonna
that's
go
not the
here.
story. Because I had a goal.
Then I'm going to go
you know,
here.
This is a very historic hotel. Just to give you some reference, the Beverly Hills Hotel existed before the city of Beverly Hills existed.
Yeah, Bubba.
All right, this is back in the heyday of America. This hotel started in
Destruction.
1911. It
Okay,
was
so-
built in 1912. Took a year. 1914 is when they started Beverly Hills. Nobody lived in Beverly Hills. But after the Beverly Hills Hotel popped up, like thousands of people moved in, you know, over the next 10 years or whatever.
Anything that's new,
it's a very influential hotel. A lot of celebrities went there. You know, like there's the Sinatras, the Marilyn Monroe.
Has to be level 85, then it has to be this one.
And so, you know, I didn't realize how big of a deal it was. So I had a simple goal. I wanted to see a celebrity. You know, me and the Yard guys had this challenge a couple weeks ago of who's the most famous person you could get a picture with.
As long as it's 85, I think
and
we
I'd
should be
forgotten
fine.
all about it. But you know, obviously, you know, like Beverly Hills is like a famous place, right? Like the song, Weezer song, Beverly Hills, Beverly Hillbillies. Hotel California is literally about the Beverly Hills Hotel. So I figured there could be famous people. So we go to the lunch. It's like this. There's this outdoor cabana place, and we sit down. And my goal was to get a picture of somebody. The moment I sit down, I pass by Tom Segura, who is leaving the Beverly Hills Hotel. But I was too big of a pussy to get up and ask for a picture because it was literally as I was walking in, he was walking out. Who is this? If you don't know who it is, I don't blame you. I did have to Google his name because I did forget it, but he's the guy who does the Two Bears in a Cave podcast with Bert Kreischer. He didn't seem happy.
Him.
So I was like, you know what? I'll find somebody else. We're sitting there, and I'm just looking around for famous people when the server comes up to get our order. Now, I've been so busy looking at famous people, I didn't even look at the menu. But luckily, my beautiful girlfriend did for me. And she was like, oh, they have lobster roll. You love lobster roll. It's actually my favorite food. So I said, okay, I'll get the lobster roll. And there's a picture. It's a beautiful looking lobster roll. Look at that, breathtaking. What I didn't realize, it's a lobster roll. I don't know if you guys can see that, with caviar. You know, there's not a lot of lobster roll places in
Craft
LA.
10 times.
I don't think there's that much lobster.
Clear 20 times. Awaken her to 6
it's
star.
like flowers and it's very fancy. Guess how much that lobster roll cost?
When do I get the freaking thing that I need? Right there.
Nailed it. That was $60. That was $60.
Jesus Christ, man.
It wasn't a top 5 lobster roll I've ever had. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad
Do
lobster
I have
roll.
enough to awaken her? Let's see.
God, it was like a display lobster roll because they didn't cut the brioche bun and pack it full of meat. The meat was like sitting on top of the bun. They don't do it like they do in New England over here.
Bubba, what's up?
A delicious lobster roll still. I'm not complaining.
I can.
I'm still looking around.
Oh,
for
I
famous
can.
people.
Okay, good. We're good. We're good.
He looks like he's bald. I thought it was John Travolta. Turns out to just be a bald guy. But that's when I noticed. At the table next to us, the actor from Succession, Jeremy Strong.
We need the battle.
He's there with his whole family. He's rocking
16.
sunglasses and a hat. If you ever watch Succession, this guy rules. He's a great actor. He's a great actor.
Well,
and I want to go up for a picture, but then I realized
we're fine.
He's there with this.
I just gotta awaken her to 6 star. But also, we gotta work on
the ass if I walked up and I said, "Hey, can I get a picture?" And there's also several no photographs allowed.
See, I was gonna try to wait for that, but now I can't wait for that.
In the
that
outdoor
sucks.
area, and Cutie said I can't take a picture. So anyway, I didn't end up getting one, but I will say, shout out Jeremy Strong, because unnoticed by anyone else after his family left, he walked around the table and scooted in the chair of everybody in his family who left it unscooted. He was a family-wide scooter.
What happened to be put in Grace of Grove? Can you use it in what's called?
And then me and Cutie got into a little bit.
Can I use it in Hunt?
Because
never mind.
The outdoor restaurant was right next to the pool. Okay, and in the pool there was this dude sitting there. I can see him from where we were sitting, just a straight line. You're 100% in the wrong. I'm gonna let you guys weigh in. I could see this guy
70.
down the pool, and I
on.
looked at that guy and I went, "Damn, he is ripped." That's all I said. I went, "Damn, he is ripped." I saw his back muscles rippling at the Beverly Hills pool. He was looking good. Cutie leans over, looks at him, and he goes, he's got a dad bod. And I was like, "You think that is a dad bod?" And I gave her like a good 5 minutes to figure this out. And she's like, "Yeah, he kind of has your butt." And she stops herself. And I go, "What? What were you gonna say?" And she goes, "Yeah, he kind of has your body," is what I was gonna say. But I realized that might make it seem like I'm saying you have a dad bod. This was insulting,
but that's not bad though.
Reasons.
That's not
now,
bad.
Now you guys might think I am mostly insulted by the fact that she said I have a dad bod. That's not even why I'm mad. I'm mad because this guy had obliques like I have never seen. Bowling ball deltoids.
Bowling ball deltoids.
He's either taking steroids because he had a bit of a bubble gut, or has been hitting the gym natty for 20 plus years, crushing his PBs. And there was so much disrespect to this damn lifter. This guy looked phenomenal. Now, I don't have a picture of this guy because, again, no pictures. But I did find an Instagram reel later, and I showed it to Cutie. I'm just going to show you this. I showed this reel to Cutie. And I said, do you think this guy has a dad bod? And she said, yeah, that guy has a dad bod. And I went, okay, you just don't know what a dad bod is. This guy doesn't have a dad bod. A dad bod isn't a guy who's bulking who can bench.
I have a dad bod. I know that
pounds.
shit, dude.
That guy
That's
is
a dad
ripped.
bod. Well, technically,
okay, he's not
I do have a
shredded.
kid, so
yeah,
it makes
he
sense.
has some fat on him right now. That guy is so strong. That is not a dad bod. I'll show you what a dad bod is. This man has the bod of a dad. Bert Kreischer has the body
That's
of a
a
father.
bottom.
This
Yep,
is
that
a
is the dad bod.
Okay?
100% dad
it's
bod
a
right
body
there.
that you do not have to work towards. Time works towards it for
Very
you.
good image.
This guy, not a dad bod. This guy, an absolute beast of a man. Dude, that would be like me deadass being like, yeah, he's got a mom bod. I get it. Like, yeah, it's a mom bod for sure. Doesn't make any sense. There's way. And look, I know. Here's the thing. Is when you go to the gym as a guy, you are not going to the gym. This is conventional wisdom. If you've never heard this, drill this to memory. If you're going to the gym as a guy, understand your time in the gym, unless you're just like trying to lose weight. If you're trying to build muscle, your time in the gym is not for girls. It's for other guys to oogle at you. Okay? And it's me. Hello, I'm other guys. And I know what it takes.
Hello, it's me.
to
I'm
get
other
big at the
guys.
gym. And I know what it takes to get shredded at the gym because I can't do that part. That part takes a level of will I don't have.
A little
And I have so
little
much
bit
damn
more will
respect
than you
for
think.
it. Anyway, she
Yes.
wasn't wrong. I do have a dad bod. But that guy didn't. He was ripped. So we leave, and I'm reading about the history of this place. This place, by the way, I found this out. This place, who do you think owns the Beverly Hills Hotel? Off top, don't look it up. Just out of curiosity, who do you think would own it?
The government?
Trump. Yeah, Paul Hollywood, John Beverly. Yeah, some Rockefeller type, right? Some Rothschild, some old American monarch. It's owned by the Sultan of Brunei. The Sultan of Brunei, which if you don't know, I don't blame you. Brunei is a small country that is completely surrounded by Malaysia and the ocean. And they are one of the few countries that are totally ruled by a dictator, completely and totally. He is their religious leader, he is their cultural leader, and he is their president.
Who?
Ruled by a dictator, completely ruled by the Sultan of Brunei. The Sultan of Brunei, which if you don't know, I don't blame you. Brunei is a small country that is completely surrounded by Malaysia and the ocean, and they are one of the few countries that are totally ruled by a dictator, completely.
Okay.
And totally.
I'm listening.
He is their religious leader, he is their cultural leader, and he is their presidential, the prime minister. That is Brunei. And the Sultan is worth several billion dollars. He's been the Sultan since he's 21. He's 78 now. I found out that several people tried to boycott the Beverly Hills Hotel because in 2014 Brunei it instated Sharia law and outlawed homosexuality. But Kim Kardashian fought against it because she said, think of the workers. And then in 2019, they tried boycotting it again because they put into their law that they would
Oh, this thing is big, by the way.
But then the Sultan came out and he said,
Okay. That's what
I
she
know we
says.
wrote down the law.
I got him.
We don't actually do that.
Fucking
it's
got
just
his
written
ass.
down. We don't follow it up. And so most people are like, okay. And then they moved on. And that's a little bit of history for you guys. But it's an insane place. Like the stories that live in the walls of Beverly Hills Hotel. Like literally, it is the reason Beverly Hills as a whole exists. Are kind of crazy. And so on the way out, they have this coffee shop. It's a famous coffee shop that like Frank Sinatra used to get to. So I wanted a coffee on my way out. So I said, hey, can I just get an iced latte? And I'm sitting there watching this guy make me an iced latte. He gets a cup. Those are nice. Then he pulls out of a fridge a bottle of cold brew. Pulls the cold brew in the cup. Goes into the fridge, gets a gallon of 2% Lucerne milk. Pours the Lucerne milk in my cup. Then has the audacity to turn the card reader to me with $11.50 as the amount I'm supposed to pay. And for the first time, and this is not a joke, for the first time in 6 years, I hit no tip on the tip screen.
Ludwig, guys, oh my God, can we talk about this? Oh my God, cancel Ludwig, hashtag cancel Ludwig.
Cancel Ludwig.
You guys need to know this. This is crazy. We go to this coffee shop on the way back. Lud's like, oh, I want a latte. He's like, I want a latte. We go to the coffee shop. Great. And I'm like, I'm gonna stand outside. It was kind of small. We go to the we go to the coffee shop. We order the latte. The guy makes him a latte, and he goes to pay, and I see him say no tip. And then his card gets declined. I said, excuse me, why did you not tip? And he goes, well, his card got declined, so then it comes back, and then he accidentally puts his 22% on tip and pays. I'm like, great. We walk out. I said, were you really trying not to tip, or was it an oopsie? He goes, I wasn't gonna tip, and I was like, why? And he was like, that was a shitty latte, and I was like, what? And he was like, I saw them just pour cold brew and some milk and some sugar into a cup. I said, that's not the employee's fault. That's not the employee's fault that he's doing his job and following his recipe. That is not the employee's fault. That is not the employee's fault. You tip the employee for doing his job, and then you can go to the hotel and complain about their coffee. Thank you.
Because that's not a latte. It's just not what a latte is. A latte is an espresso. That's what it is. You put milk.
Yeah, that's so bad. Why do you know? You don't fucking tip for that shit.
That's what a latte is.
Why do you think you need to tip for that? What the fuck?
Cold brew with milk. That's a different drink. And as I do it, Cutie, my better conscience, gives me a fucking little. I'm sitting there going, look at, trying to mouth it. And as I go to pay, karma gets me. My card is declined. So I have to go through the process again with a different card.
Fuck off,
and I
dude.
didn't have the balls.
I'm keeping it though.
Click no tip a second time. I tipped like fucking 25% on it. I tipped 25% of my dog shit fucking coffee. And then we go outside, and I pull out my validated parking, and you know, it takes a little bit to get our car. If you've never been to a place with valets, they only put the fancy cars in the front. Our car is one of the ones they put in the back, so it takes a little bit. I'm not mad at it. And they come over, and Kitty's like, I don't have cash to tip. And I go, it's all right, I'll ask if they have a card tip. It might be a bit of an awkward exchange, because I have free validated parking, but, you know.
Yeah, why the fuck do you need a tip for that?
The guy
You don't need a tip for that.
And he goes, that'll be $22. And I go, sorry, you must be mistaken. I have validated parking. There's a stamp on the back of my parking ticket. And he goes, oh no, I saw it. When you validate your parking, it takes $3 off the price of the valet. That's just not what the word means. It's just not what. Then you don't call it validated. I don't feel validated when 90% of my payment is still up to me to pay. You did 10% of the work. That's not validation.
Not at all.
That's no more validation than Cutie saying I got a dad bod. So luckily, it was very easy to tip him because I had to pay with carding. I can only count my blessings. I didn't tell them I was Gamer of the Year, so I didn't get stoned live in front of everybody at the Beverly Hills Hotel. But it was an eye-opening experience.
Why is it animated like that? Nothing scarier than a job. I couldn't be that bad. Couldn't be that traumatic. It killed him!
Don't, I bet you 20 bucks you can't catch this ball. I'm not falling for it.
He died from that.
What the fuck, dude?
Come on, get your friends. Let's watch some YouTube videos with Kermit the dog and Jimmy the hero. The memes will never end.
It's a lot, your notes.
好热啊！
好热。
好热。 你不给我。
Okay, but how do I?
Oh my god. Fucking hell, dude.
Receive divinity. Repent.
You know what's not right?
Left.
Yeah.
Pause. Was that a reasonable crash out or like?
If this is you, you better lower your mother tone when you talking to me.
This poor guy. Is that me?
Sorry, Bubba, I'm sorry.
You Laugh You Lose Live is coming to LA July 5th
What, Bubba?
during Internet Expo weekend. The venue's bigger, the comedians funnier.
We'll see. And we've got new mystery guests that are going to be coming on the couch for you to see if you come to the live show. Links in the description. We'll see you there. July 5th, the live show. You Laugh You Leave live.
Oh, meow meow.
He's so adorable. I love my baby so much. I love my baby so much.
Damn! That's like that's the domino effect or whatever. Like when one thing makes a bunch of other things happen. Oh, little.
Oh, blah, 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 blah.
What they get? Why they leave his? Damn! That's like that's the domino effect or whatever. Like when one thing makes a bunch of other things happen. Burrito. What they get? Why they leave his?
Got his ass. Got him. Alright, we're going to Cookie Run, boys, because we gotta make our team here.
The yellow bottle of eternal pain.
Oh well, that
just seemed like a 1 second of pain.
One
What
second.
are my pronouns? My pronouns are she/them. Let me see them titties.
Alright, go ahead. +2 that.
+2.
+2 because it's not Jimmy. Okay.
It's not me.
Can you drop the restaurant name
No cream? Yeah, cream on it. Cream on it, bro. Cream on it. Hella cream on it, dude.
Who said Five Guys?
Five Guys? Yeah, Bubba,
Bro was
what?
having the sleep of his life.
What, Bubba?
Got hit with the car jump scare.
Can't nobody.
What
be
is
like
it, Bubba?
I can. I got the ultra stream.
Damn, how hard do you think you gotta clench the... Okay, now I'm just on edge. Also, W stream, by the way. But you know what else is a W stream? My stream! You should come watch live at twitch.tv/Jimmy here. Today, if I laugh, I lose a Nintendo Switch 2. Without further ado,
An
let's
update?
get
What
right
the
back
fuck happened?
to the funny internet videos.
My sister doesn't want to party right now with me and us, so I'm gonna go try to convince her. Please party with us, please party with us.
I'm convinced.
Party with us, please party with us, please.
I mean, with that energy, bro, you cannot say no. True. It's gonna say, where are you?
Where are you?
Or, I miss you. No, it's gonna say, where are you? Wait, it's gonna be a word. Oh, words.
I can't find my keys anywhere.
You know,
I did not have
those
sexual
lyrics
relations with
might
that
just
man.
be better. Self-driving cleaning vehicles?
A baguette.
What?
It's a baguette.
Never mind.
It's a baguette.
It's fully employed. 401k and everything. Right. I mean, who else to trust on the job? Okay, what are we doing?
Oh my god, why?
What are we doing here?
Fucking why?
Honestly, that's probably one of the best pisses of all time. Usually when you're up that high, it is windy. And imagine you go for a very tall aerial piss and it just comes right back up at you. Who said even better? Chat. Nah, y'all need to be actually stopped.
Question. How much money to quit your job right now? How much money to quit your job right now? 10,000.
That's it?
I obviously don't have fucking 10,000.
Got him all excited for nothing.
Got him
dude.
all
That is
excited
a
for
devious
nothing,
act.
dude.
He
Nothing.
said, Jimmy, please laugh. It's a school night. Hey. Hey.
Hey. Hello.
Why you put his tongue
Hello.
out? Freaky ass dog. Y'all calling Jimmy dumb? Jimmy, prove them wrong. I bet. Let's go. Count 10, big bro. I feel like I'm gonna fall for something here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you can't. No, because I'm not a good boy. Bro's trying to start a streaming career from Starbucks. That's insane.
2 parallel cinnamon rolls. A guillotine blade slices the
Execute them. The
Bubba,
cinnamon
what?
rolls have had it too
Bubba,
good
what?
for too long. Kill them.
Yeah.
Wait.
Bust into a good book.
You know, I went to a library once. I had picked up like a manga, and
Bubba,
on God,
what?
the pages were stuck together on like a scene that I assumed the next page was getting a little crazy.
But where are you at right now?
What is that? What is?
What? What is? Oh my God!
These horror mods are getting too scary.
Help me! Help! What do I do?
And they strong as hell too. Who said Jimmy's biggest fear? I have
Bubba.
a job. Ask
Bubba.
your mom.
Bubba, what are you doing?
Caleb,
What are you doing?
take your headphones
What are you
out.
doing?
Nay. Can I get a plug? Chat.
What are you doing?
How is it already
What are you
minusing 2?
What are you doing? Yeah.
Bro, you're gonna end up calling a bird that wants you to like help it lay some eggs, bro.
Yeah. Here you go. Oh, you're grabbing it.
You tried?
Wanna see?
Nah. I don't need to do it. Okay.
Send this to someone you think is really, really cool and epic. The Beanar Snipper guy is on his way to your house. I suggest you run.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Nah. I don't need to do it. Okay.
Send this to someone you think is really, really cool and epic. The Beanar Snipper guy is on his way to your house. I suggest you run.
Bubba, what are you doing? Bubba, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
It's gone!
What are you doing?
Oh.
What are you...
Okay. Tell me for real. Did that scare anybody else? Because that scared the poop out of me. What did he fall in? Rat in the nacho cheese. Bro probably had the time of his life before he realized he can't breathe cheese. You in 6 days.
Oh,
What?
you
The
got
hairline
surprised.
or the meat reveal? If this video hits 50,000 likes. I never said, alright. You know what? Second though. If this video hits 50,000 likes,
sorry, Bubba,
I will give away 2 Nintendo Switches. Goated chip flavor, by the way. And that mouse knows.
Trallalero tralala, tum 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 sahur, bombadillo crocodillo, ballerina cappuccina, cappuccino assassino.
Grandma been
bombito
studying her
bandito,
brain rot.
trippy tropy,
W Grandma.
lelila, bruh, patapim, burbaloni luliloli, la vaca saturna saturnita. Whoa! Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
the fuck?
I am not at that point yet. My brain may be rotted, but that is
Bubba, what?
advanced rot. Who said you in 6 seconds?
You in 6 seconds? What the
If
fuck?
anything, make me younger. Thank you. That shit kind of just looked like a booty hole, like low key. And then the Taco Bell. Nah, cause even placing the TFT started your fans.
Killed. What, Bubba? What? You're not hungry, are you?
Alright, so
What,
here
Bubba, what?
is the new Living Abyss comp that we have going on. Of course, just to let you guys know, my build is not fully optimized, so I will put the fully optimized stat on the video for you guys. And just keep in mind, the damage can be higher if I do increase the magic candy, but mine is at 20 right now for Blueberry Pie, as well
What,
as the
Bubba,
updated
what?
Twizzy Gummy is at plus 26. Alright, of course, if you guys get it up to 30 and 30, it will do a lot more damage. Alright, but this is what we have going on. Apparently, this is the team that has been used after the release of the updates that they did with Twizzy Gummy's Magic Candy as well as Eternal Sugar. So before, it was actually where, we used Eternal Sugar with, I believe it was instead of the Cream Ferret. They used somebody else like Black Forest, but Black Forest now has been removed here, and this is going to be the comp. All right, so let's go over, actually, before the toppings and stuff, let's just go over the treasure. The treasure is literally the same with the robe, as well as the scroll and the whistle here. Okay, and then we go into the actual builds of the cookies as well. All right, so the builds of the cookies are going to be as follow. Eternal Sugar is going to have where we do 3 crit and 3 attack, pretty much with the attack tarts. All right, the build that you want to focus on is highest attack and crit as possible, and around 8.5% cooldown if.
Hold on, guys, okay? He's crying. So I'm gonna put on a video. I'm gonna try to feed him, see if he's hungry. If he's hungry, well, first I'm gonna try to change the diaper first, and then I'm going to. Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna put this on. Alright, give me a minute, guys, alright? I'll be right back.
Oh shit! Oh! Oh! Well, oh yeah, it's gonna be a special video today. Welcome back to the channel, buddy, and I hope you're doing fine. Today we're gonna have some up and downs of Hunt Showdown. And you know, sometimes the streams are going very long. And yeah, you get this one question, hey Mike, how's it going today? And then, well, something like this happens. Yeah, you're not the first one who tells me that the penny shot against Derringers is not that great right now. Seems to be a little bit wonky.
how's solo after 9 hours? Bro, I play in a team tomorrow. Does this answer your question? It's an experience and a half. Damn bad luck, dude. Mom, please pick me up. This is why the new solo Necro just sucks. Excuse me, I have full HP now, they play as Sparks, and I will survive a body tap. I mean, most likely they will just headshot me, yeah, but... This game hates you. Objection, this game hates everybody. This is not even the same team. This is not even the same team. Because the other team was already leaving and I was shooting the third one. This is somebody else. This is somebody else. Yeah, okay. You saw that coming? No, not from a third party. I was like, I can peek here because they have from that angle no line of sight from the northeast, but yeah. Yeah, beautiful. Getting shot in the face while taking the clue and then getting third-partied via a red barrel. In case you enjoyed it, you know the drill by now. Don't forget to hit the like button so my suffering is not in vain. Let's jump to the next one and we're gonna play a shotgun. Lately I actually play a bit more shotguns because I like it close and personal. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Because you trade. Or they're just simply bad on you. It's bad. But hey, it's not always like that. Did I not hear somebody die? Aye, what the fuck happened here? Dang, dude. Oh shit! That's a revive. Bro, if you did not revive, then what the fuck? I can't peek. Oh my god, really? Oof. Almost got me there. Yeah, dude, with a shotgun it's a bit easier, honestly. Looting! She tried, yeah? I'm surprised that she charged towards me though after getting the bleed. And lately I see that I label my clips hot and spicy, and I think this is accurate. Especially when they shoot a lantern that I pass by and it sets me on fire. Very unpleasant experience. And I still like the regular game mode more than Bounty Clash because of moments, well, you will see it in the clip right now, where you actually hunt people, reading the map, trying to anticipate what they do, and then, hopefully, getting rewarded for that. Oh, that's not true. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dude, my last streams, almost all of them were viewer loadouts. A single one from my last 5 hunt streams, we did like 8 to 10 viewer kits every time. Well, shit. Let's go over there. What the fuck? Huh? Bro, what? So they skipped compound and went Lawson Station immediately, I assume? This is correct? Oh my god, so smart! I'm not used to this.
I love that.
Wow.
Another mind breaks and joins the psychotic host.
Okay. Alright, so we got that. Let's see what we
I feel bad, we're kinda hunting Granny here. Oh shit, dude. Bruh, stop it!
Oh God, are you hungry still? You can't be hungry still, Bubba. Wait, I want to try something. Hold on.
Alright, so here is the new Living Abyss comp that we have going on. Of course, just to let you guys know, my build is not fully optimized, so I will put the fully optimized stat on the video for you guys. And just keep in mind, the damage can be higher if I do increase the magic candy, but mine is at 20 right now for Blueberry Pie, as well as the updated, Twizzy Gummy is at plus 26. Alright, of course, if you guys get it up to 30 and 30, it will do a lot more damage. Alright, but this is what we have going on. Apparently, this is the team that has been used after the release of the updates that they did with Twizzy Gummy's Magic Candy as well as Eternal Sugar. So before, it was actually where, we used Eternal Sugar with, I believe it was instead of the Cream Ferret. They used somebody else like Black Forest, but Black Forest now has been removed here, and this is going to be the comp. Alright, so let's go over, actually before the toppings and stuff, let's just go over the treasure. The treasure is literally the same with the robe as well as the scroll and the whistle here. Okay, and then we go into the actual builds of the cookies as well. Alright, so the builds of the cookies are going to be as follow. Eternal Sugar is going to have where we do 3 crit and 3 attack, pretty much with the attack tarts. Alright, the build that you want to focus on is highest attack and crit as possible, and around 8.5% cooldown if you guys can. Higher the crit, the better it is going to be. And the biscuit right now, I do have full on poison damage, but apparently if you guys don't have a full on poison, you guys can go with like some extra damages. Bypass is not terrible either if you guys would like to do that. So that is going to be a thing. So if that is going to be the option that you guys have, then please go with what you guys are able to do. Alright, but main focus is attack, crit, and a bit of extra cooldown to spam Eternal Sugar's skill. And of course, just keep in mind, you don't want to have the highest attack, but want to have at least a bit of attack to get the whistle buff, because our Blueberry Pie is going to be the one with the highest attack here, getting the whistle and the robe here, guys. And the build for Blueberry Pie is going to be 3 attack toppings, 2 crit, as well as a attack speed tarts that we have going on here in order to increase a bit more attack speed. So we do have a attack speed tarts. Okay, the focus of this build here is going to be at least 20.4% attack speed apparently, but of course, again, mine is not fully optimized. I'm just going with whatever I have built so far. So we are going with that. And then rest of them is going to be highest attack and crit as possible. You don't need any cooldown, and damage resistance is honestly not really required either. The focus is going to be attack speed, and crit percentage. Again, highest attack for the whistle, as well as highest attack speed for the robe. And then the biscuit is going to be full electric damage. If you guys can get this higher as well, then way more damage you're going to do. Alright, and the next one is going to be our wedding cake. Wedding cake is going to go with full on cooldown here with the biscuit as well. And you want to try and get, ideally apparently, if you guys can, 57% cooldown. I am a little bit short, but it's whatever. And then we have the attack speed at least 10%, and they did say if you guys get to the 250 level, all right, level 250 on the Living Abyss, having extra damages is going to help out, because the Living Abyss is going to do a bit of damage. All right, and the next one is going to be our Twizzy Gummy with the full cooldown here as well, with the full cooldown biscuit. And the focus here is going to be 50% cooldown, and if you guys can, a bit more, about 55%.
I feel bad. We're kind of hunting Granny here. Oh shit, dude.
Guys, give me a minute. I don't know what's happening right now.
Bruh, stop it!
Hold on. I got you, Bubba. Hold up.
Oh, this red barrel is juicy, isn't it?
Oh, I'm coming. Hold on. Hold on. Just hold on. Hold on. Don't cry. Hold on. Don't cry. Hold on.
Yeah! No way! No way! No! No, no way! Oh, he fucked up! Oh shit, bro! Oh shit, man! I take this. I could not have stopped the fire. No way.
What was that?
I could not have stopped the fire. Oh fuck, that feels good! Oh, no way.
Here you go, Bubba.
Oh, awesome.
Is that better? Is that better? Here, look. Then I could do this.
I hope I'm
Right?
just hearing the fire.
I can still see the chat. And guess what? You can still see that.
Oh, GG.
There you go, Bubba. See?
My god. Yeah, okay. Jeez Louise, what the fuck? This is duos.
There you go, Bubba. See, you can see it. Look, you can see it.
He was angry at you? Oh yeah, man.
Is that better? Huh? That's so much better.
I don't know why though, because my shots were clean.
Yeah? Yeah, that's Daddy. Look, that's Daddy. You see, Daddy? He's the fox. Daddy's the fox.
Alright, so here is the new Living Abyss comp that
Bless
we
you.
have going on. Of course, just to let you guys know, my build is not fully optimized. So I will put the fully optimized stat on the video for you guys. And just keep in mind,
And
the
here,
damage can be higher
if you
if I
want,
do increase
got
the
your
magic
little
candy, but
toy
mine
right
is
here.
at 20 right now for Blueberry
If
Pie,
you want, you got
as
your
well as the
toys right
updated,
here.
Kozigami is at plus
Hold on.
26. Right, of course, if you guys get it up to 30 and 30, it will do a lot more damage, right? But this is what we have going on. Apparently, this is the team that has been used after the release of the updates that they did with
You love to lean
Kozigami's
that way,
Magic
don't
Candy
you?
as well as Eternal
What
Sugar.
if I push it back?
So before
I
it
push it
was
back,
actually where
Bless
we
you.
used
Jesus.
Eternal Sugar.
Hear
and
me.
I believe it was
Jesus.
instead of the Green Ferret. They used somebody else like Black Forest, but Black Forest now has been removed here, and this is going to be the comp. All right, so let's go over. Actually, before the toppings and stuff, let's just go over the treasure. The treasure is literally the same with the robe, as well as the scroll and the whistle here. Okay, and then we go into the actual build of the cookies as well. All right, so the builds of the cookies are going to be as follow. Eternal Sugar is going to have where we do 3 crit and 3 attack, pretty much.
3 crit, 3 attack. Do I have any of those? Let me see. Do I have any of those? Because it does not look like you need damages a lot. So let me see if I can find this one. Hello. Hi. Hello, Bubba. I can't use any of those. Okay, cool. Well, technically I can, because I can use these. Cleave up. That's for what's her face. That's good. Is this the fragrant toppings? Who's that for? Nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Yep. So let's go. I got 25, so let's 5 of these and then 5 of the attack ones. So it's just her and her. Okay. So 5 of that and 5 of these, just so I can be able to update it the right way instead of the wrong way. Go here. Go here. Go here.
My dear, you deserve a moment of rest.
You okay, Bubba? You're having fun. Doing good? Yes, you are. Yes, you so are. Bless you. Yeah. Bless you, Bubba. Bless you again. You sneeze a lot, by the way. Jesus Christ, buddy. You sneeze a lot. Shoot. What up, Kenny? Okay, so it is... I know, right? It's been a very long time. Ooh, you're starting to get boogers in your nose. Okay. Give me a second. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. You sneezing and starting to have boogers in your nose. Yeah, you starting to have boogers in your nose. I can see that. Just like Daddy. Daddy has a lot of boogers in his nose because Daddy's sick. Trying to make sure he doesn't see me. He is so interested in everything happening. Hi, Bubba. You okay? Okay, so we need for the attack to work, right? For the attack to work, we need some damage resistance, okay, but we need attack and crit to be high as possible. So, like, if it rolls like attack and crit, that's fine. Or like one has attack, one has crit. That could work too, right? I feel like that could work. I'm gonna go to 2 here just so I can see what I can do here. So like, I'm trying to figure this out. Hold on. Alright, so sorry, Bubba. I'm so sorry. Hi. But yeah, how you doing, Kenny? You doing good? Okay, so this has what? This has attack, so we're gonna equip that one, right? And then the other one has crit. Okay, so we need... Hi, Bubba. Hello. This has crit % on this one. So let's go. Well, actually, since we're having the crit available, to be honest, maybe just put double attack. Yeah, no, I get that 100%. I get that. So let's do like this. Let's do like that. Right, and then we go to multi-upgrade again, filter in for that, and then do these ones. Are you still playing Cookie Run? Or is that not even on your roster anymore at this point? I know last time you were very Hi, Bubba. Okay, let's see. So we want crit on top of crit, right? With cooldown at least too. None of those rolled, so we're gonna go back. Gonna go back here. Get 5 more of these. And you know what? 5 more of these.
One's happiness is as beautiful as it is fragile.
Multi-upgrade. Doing okay, Bubba? Huh? Doing okay? Yeah? All of that's attack and crit on it. So then we go back to the other one. We'll do it later. You still play? Ah, that's cool then. I like that. Very good, it's still play. I had to spend about $20 to get Eternal Sugar, because guess what? even if you do all of the bullshit that they give you constantly, right? Even if you do all the bullshit, you're still a little bit off by about 20 pulls. And I was so mad about that. So fucking mad about that. Like, how is one YouTuber gonna say, oh yeah, if you do all of this, you'll get a free copy? No, you don't. Hi, Bubba. Hello. If you do all of this stuff and slave away, you'll get it. No, that's literally not it. You either gotta be fucking lucky. I'm gonna put this out to the side. Because that has attack and crit. That has crit percent. I want to put some cooldown on there though. Bless you, Bubba. Let's go with attack then. If I can find an attacker. What was that? What was that, Bubba? So attack and crit. What are you doing, Bubba? What are you doing, Bubba? Only 9% cooldown though. So let's go with attack. It's a crit one. Wow, did I not get any crits? I did right here. Crit. 3.5% cooldown though. What? You enjoying yourself, Bubba? Oh my gosh, you're talking. What? Let's do that. You shouldn't have gotten any ads. The fuck? Oh, yeah, you literally just came in when ads popped up. My bad. You did come in when ads popped up. Bubba, you want to see this? Here, you want this to move? Here.
Tarts,
You want that to move? There.
The build that you want to focus
There you
on
go.
is
That
highest
better?
attack and crit as possible, and around 8.5% cooldown if
Oh, what are you
you
doing?
guys can. Higher the crit, the
Yeah.
better it is going to be.
Oh, your
And
nose
the
is-
biscuit right now, I do have full on poison damage,
Nose
but
is
apparently,
broken.
if you guys don't have a full on poison, you guys can
Running.
go with like some extra damages. Bypass is not terrible either if you guys would like to do that. So that is going to be a thing.
There you go.
So
Nose.
if that is gonna be the option that you guys have, then please go with what you guys are able to do. All right, but main
Okay.
focus is attack, crit, and a bit of
Oh,
extra
cooldown.
to spam Eternal Sugar's skill. And of course, just keep in mind,
Dude, you
want
are
to
talking
have
up a
the
storm.
highest, attack, but want to have at least
Cooldown.
a bit of attack to get the whistle buff, because our Blueberry Pie is going to be the one with the highest attack here, getting the whistle
Boy,
and the robe here,
it's talking up a
And the
storm.
build for
Like, I don't know if
is
you
gonna
can
be
hear
3
him right
attack
now.
Toppings,
But
2
he
crit,
is
as well as
literally
a
talking.
attack speed tarts that we have going
Like,
on
unless
here
I'm
in order to
if you
increase
won't
the
be able to
attack speed.
hear it.
So we do have a attack
But he's
speed
got it.
tarts. Okay, the
Okay, now he's
focus
crying.
of this build here is going to be at least
Not yet, Kenny. I didn't.
20% attack speed apparently, but of course, again, mine is not fully optimized. I'm just going with whatever I have built so far. So we are going with that, and then rest of them is going to be highest attack and crit as
Aye.
possible. You don't need any cooldown, and damage resistance is honestly not really required either. The focus is going to be attack speed, and crit percentage. Again, highest attack for the whistle, as well as highest attack speed for the rope. And then the biscuit is going to be full electric damage. If you guys can get this higher as well, then way more damage you're going to do. All right. And the next one is going to be our wedding cake. Wedding cake is going to go with full on cooldown here with
Give
the
me
biscuit
1
as
second,
well.
Kenny. What are they doing
And,
now?
you
Tell
want
me
to
what they're
try
doing.
and get, ideally,
let me
apparently,
know.
if you guys can,
me know what they're
57% cooldown. I am a little bit short, but it's whatever. And then we have the attack speed at least 10%. And they did say if you guys get to the 250 level, all right, level 250 on the Living Abyss, having extra damages is going to help out, because the Living Abyss is going to do a bit of damage. All right. And the next one is going to be our Twizzly Gummy with the full cooldown here as well, with the full cooldown biscuit. And the focus here is going to be 50% cooldown, and if you guys can, a bit more, about 55%. Crit as much as possible. Obviously, you guys can tell my crit is not that high. And then extra damages is if you guys can with 250% plus. All right, and the next one is going to be our Cream Ferret. Is going to be also going with full cooldown. If you guys can, 52% at least on the cooldown with the cooldown biscuit. And then that is pretty much what we have. Right, so let's get into the actual build here, guys, or the run. Okay, I think there are different ways to actually do this, but the build that has been shared with me, you guys can go where you use wedding cake as soon as possible, use cream ferret as soon as possible, and then the rest of them, it's gonna come down to when you have 58 seconds left on the clock here. All right, I'm gonna use the wedding cake here as well, but when there's 58 seconds left, you're gonna use the skills, and then pretty much everything else, you're just gonna spam it here, and then let the let your cookies do the work. The best way is you spam everything with your keyboard or your phone, and just kind of spam everything as it comes up, but it's not too much of a problem. You guys can literally go with what you guys can. I like it simple, so we just go and do this. All right, and then that should give us about 15 billion. Again, there's a lot of videos out there probably doing a lot more. All right, there's people doing 18 billion, they have people doing over 20 billion and all that stuff. The order does matter, is because of the fact that you want to get all the buffs and all of that stuff. The Blu-ray Pie is going to be really, really important. You need the Blu-ray Pie to use the skill, as
give me 1
the
second.
Twizzly as well as the Eternal Sugar and stuff like that are using the skill in order to actually shoot out the laser. If you guys don't, then Blueberry Pie is gonna just sit there and do nothing, and you're gonna lose out on so much damage, because now you have no cooldown on Blueberry Pie. You don't have the Jelly Watch to actually increase the cooldown, so that just makes your Blueberry Pie do nothing and lose out on so much damage. And literally, as you guys can see, Blueberry Pie is literally doing all of the damage here. So you don't want to be missing out.
Bubba,
on
I
that.
can't
But yeah,
just keep
again,
on holding
like,
you.
people in the comments are saying,
Oh
like,
my
there's people
God.
doing, like 20 billion.
Okay, so what happened? Oh, nice. Well, why are they buffing Black Forest though? Like, I don't see why that is. Unless she's underperforming where they knew she would perform, then that makes sense. But doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense. What if I just do everything that has cooldown? It's like cooldown, 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 cooldown. Still at 8.3, so that means I still need some. I still need some. It's okay, Bubba. It's okay. Let's go. 2 1 2 3. No, it very much is. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Come here. Come here. Got you. I got you. There you go. There you go. Is that what you want? You're good now. Bubba, you're good. You're good. Wait, what if I put you like? What if I do this? Boop. How's that? You got your own. You got your own little high. You got your own little pair right there. Look at that. Look, see look. Look. Minute, guys. I think he's hungry. But also, did you know that they purposely make cookies bad? Did you see that interview?
He was angry at you? Oh yeah, man. I don't know why though, because my shots were clean. But still broken. I tried to use it a couple times and never get a reaction. My god, dude, first bar burns down. The problem is, when you lose 2 bars and you die, you can't necro. This was really fucking close. Okay, where's Roger? What do you do, Mike? Nothing? What the fuck? Ah! Oh, you cannot vault this? Heh! Tricked you. At me. They're mad at me. Why is everybody mad at me? Oh, that's it? Yeah, they were waiting for... They heard the gunshots and they were intercepting. Oh, I saw that. Oh, I see this. My god, dude, I'm jumpy today, man. Look at them, they hunt me. I will just go full circle, dude, fuck it. Fuck. Oh my god, dude. Fuck. They want me. Do.
Another mind breaks and joins the psychotic host.
Bruh, not now.
Another mind breaks and joins the psychotic host.
Oh baby, I am so fucked. What? Yeah! Yeah! Fuck, he can revive him there. That was a jump and a half. Finally, he got a few shots in, huh? Okay, GG. That was a little bit sad. I had no angle. Did you ever loot Granny? Yeah, I did. GG! GG. Even a headshot? Yeah, would not have mattered, dude. He was just spamming. Like he did for, I don't know, the whole time. And at one point... Rip. Got to XR with the trap kill? No, but you have to cover the body, right? Shame. So close to greatness. But hey, I like to show the up and downs and also the stuff where I actually lose at the end, because otherwise, well, if I win in every clip, it's kind of obvious what's gonna happen, and it will be freaking boring. Let's jump to the next one. You know, you saw the intro clip already. Let's see what happened afterwards. Use the lantern to open the barricade door. I mean, it works too.
Another mind breaks and joins the psychotic host.
Oh shit! Well... Oh my god, that went to shit so freaking fast, man. Insane. I'm gonna touch him. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh fuck. No, guys. I'm just joking around. Please stop. Oh my god, I said I'm joking around. Stop the damage. Now I need to run around. Oh, he didn't put it out. Oh my god. Mike, you're such a bully. What do you mean? They're shooting at me. They started that shit. I'm just ending it. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Well done. Wasn't the play in the background? I mean, maybe. I didn't pay attention. I mean, maybe that's not even the fucking teammate. The fuck do I know? You damn near burned her before she hit the ground. I'm a solo, I'm allowed to do that. Thank you very much. I find it funny. It gives them an extra, you know, a very unique flavor. They're like extra spicy and salty. Better nerf flash bomb and not frag bomb. Ah, dude, they nerfed the flash bomb because so many people were crying, that's it. I don't understand. I mean, yeah, dying to the flash bomb feels bad, but do you know how many people I kill every fucking day with frag bombs and other explosives and nobody bats an eye? Why is nobody picking up? Oh no. Wait, what? Dear Mr. Shotgun, where do you camp? I don't like this. I mean, maybe they killed the bounty dudes because there were people dying. That's an odd location for a maze. My god, I'm so dead. Come on, I don't have witness. Remember the beetle that I had? Boy, that beetle would be quite sexy right now, I have to say. Ooh, tempting. No, they killed them. Okay. Where did they die then? My toes. I hate it. The moment you see them and you know you won't be fast enough, it's bad. Fuck that, dude. Oh, there they are. I respect that loadout. Might scan first. Wait, what the fuck? Cheat. Trap on token. But I'm the mean guy, I see. Trade it, or Bruce fuck up, so. Maybe I'm missing one, but it's okay. I would only get traps back, so... Yeah. Okay, and then we have one more. The last one is gonna be again with a Sunny Pointman. We had that already in the last hunt video. It's again a viewer kit, by the way, and we're gonna play it with a bomb thrower. I think in this one I have Dragon Breath and Steel Balls. So Dragon Breath to set people on fire and Steel Balls to have your silent shotgun. We're gonna jump into this, we kill the boss, and then we need to defend. How far was the hiking? I think in total a little bit over 4 hours. Like we had the kids with us, so... You can't overdo it, right? But I think I worked until like 3-4 a.m. on videos. And then I had to stand up at 8. That was a little bit rough. And then hiking with the kids. And let me tell you something. When you do something with the kids, be it going on holiday or whatnot, it's not really to relax or, you know, it's mostly to, how do I put this? To create memories, right? That's basically it. You don't go on holidays with young kids because you want to chill. Yeah, good luck with that. Red unlikely. Are your kids on this holiday? Yeah, we have 1 week of holiday right now where I live. Like my other kid is, this sounds mean now, normal. I don't wanna go hiking. Yeah, right, it's... Oh shit, they're already that close. Bro, where are they? Oh, all the way in the back there? Fuck me. My god, dude, you just have to tank it. This is so garbage. Oh, yeah, yeah. There was a medkit here, please. No? Okay, cool. I'm just gonna hide here. I tried to stop and defuse it, but... Yeah, spear is mostly useless. Against bees, at least. The fuck?
Alright, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Oh my god. He's still going crazy in the background, but he just ate, so he's just gonna be like that for a minute. So if I don't talk a lot, that's why. But back to what I was saying. I'm gonna show this to you. Let's see. Here we go.
좋습니다. 활용 방법들을 재미나게 좀 찾아주셨으면 좋겠습니다.
네. 그럴 때 이벤트도 좀 해주셨으면 좋을 것 같기도
그런
합니다.
것도 재밌네요.
Oh my god, give me a second. Give me a second. Only way he's able to be quiet. Alright. Kenny, are you back? Am I back? I'm back. Are we back? Or everybody back? We're all back? Good job. Kenny, this is what I wanted to talk to you about. I just wanted to show you right here, which is insane that this was even brought up. Good job, Baba.
네, 마탕이 그래도 이제 에펙 쿠키들 좀 더 다시 쓸 수 있는 그런 계기가 되니까.
So watch this.
좋은 것 같습니다.
네.
네. 많이 아이디어 주시면은 내부에서 적극적으로 검토해 보겠습니다.
알겠습니다. 그러면 이제 좀 최근에 나온 이제
So now I want to ask about the most recent updates and the cookies that were released in the recent
쿠키들에
updates.
대해서 좀 여쭤보고 싶은 게 이제
Once an update is released and a new cookie is added into the game,
하고 이제 새로운 신규 쿠키들이 나가고 어떤 쿠키
there are cookies that are like super OP and strong within the game. Do you have any regrets or afterthoughts after releasing these cookies?
쿠키들 엄청 힘이 이제 세고 파워도 엄청 센데 그런 쿠키들이 나갈 때 살짝이라도 후회라든지 그런 그런
I'm
것이
just gonna read the captions to make
특히
it easier
요즘에
for you so you can read it.
나온 불꽃 전형도 그렇고
Especially like the most recently Fire Spirit cookie, and in the past Creme Brulee and Rebel cookie.
크렘블레 그리고 의정맛 쿠키들 이런 쿠키
Like there are cookies that are just that Jesus Christ, I didn't even realize that was such a bad typo. Like there are cookies that are just constantly
어떻게
used.
보면 계속해서 지금 쓰이고 있는 쿠키들인데 에펙 쿠키가
However, there are times where epic cookies are just not used at all.
안 쓸 때가 가끔씩은 있잖아요.
그렇죠, 그렇죠.
네, 그럴 때
When that happens, what comes to mind and what are your thoughts?
어떤 생각이 드시는지.
이거는
Sometimes that kind of release is intentional.
이제 그러니까 때로는 의도될 때가 있고 뭐 좀 더 솔직히
But to be frank, rather than it being intentional, there are times when cookies are just good or just bad.
의도보다 뭐 좋거나 안 좋거나 할 때가 사실 있거든요. 그러니까 저는
So my thought is that if the gap is not so distinguishable, so pretty much if the gap is not noticeable to the players at hand, we'll keep on doing it.
너무너무 크게 벌어지지 않는다면 그게 어떻게
I think it can work as a way for players to be excited about what the cookies might actually be like.
즐거운 기대가 될 수 있지 않을까? 그러니까 왜냐면 에픽 쿠키가
Because epic cookies are always good. Because if the epic cookies are always good or always bad,
좋거나 항상 안 좋으면 그냥
then it becomes a split between a must pull or completely skip. So the reason why they do it that intentionally so you can spend money on the game. They're not gonna tell you that they're doing that intentionally because they want you to pull the cookie without it always being good or always bad.
이런 느낌인데
That's a gotcha move right there. We want the players to have questions like how good is the cookie before using it.
다 써보기 전에는 아직 모른다.
그쵸.
이런 느낌이 있을 때 또
Especially because players can get attached to the cookie and are excited to test out different strategies with them.
이 쿠키를 뽑아서 애정을 가지고 연구하시는 분들도 기대감이 있는 거잖아요. 그리고 저희가 막
And also there are times where we do reveal the full potential of a cookie right away, while sometimes keeping it hidden.
꺼내놓기도 하지만 숨길 때도 있거든요.
네,
그러니까
많죠.
이거 사실
Like there are times when certain cookies are only good when used for specific teams or specific situations, which is true. That happens a lot.
좋지만 바로 발견하기 어려운 건데 또
Although it can be difficult to find, some players are so good at finding them out and utilizing that strategy.
찾아서 막 활용을 잘 해주시거든요. 그래서
I don't think we had the cookies that were so busted within our standards.
너무 저희
So, pretty much, in their own words, what they did was they only make the cookies good and only make them bad. There's no in between. Because if they're always good and they're always bad, people are always gonna skip. And guess what? That means they don't make money.
All right, so
that's what that means. They don't make money. That's what that means. Which I absolutely hate. That's the fact, to be honest. I hate that. Because if you look at it from the perspective of people who are free to play, who don't really have much standards on getting things, that's bad. That's very bad. Yeah, because then if you promote them, you don't feel as bad as pulling them. You don't feel bad pulling them.
The actual builds of the cookies as well. All right, so the builds of the cookies are going to be as follow. Eternal Sugar is going to have where we do 3 crit and 3 attack, pretty much with the attack tarts. All right, the build that you want to focus on is highest attack and crit as possible, and around 8.5% cooldown if you guys can. Higher the crit, the better it is going to be. And the biscuit right now, I do have full on poison damage.
Yeah, they literally do that for a reason.
Have a full on poison, you guys can go with like, you know, some extra damage as a bypass is not.
I gotta keep this up. Alright, I missed one. Yeah, I need soul stones as well. That's what I need. Let's do like this then. Just put cooldown on it. Just do it this way. Cooldown. Cooldown. That's 2-2, and then the third one should be 9.7. Okay, we can get rid of one of these that have cooldown then. That's a 2. 0.9, so it's at what? 7.7. That's a 7.7, never mind. We want to attack, so it'll be like this one. There you go. Because we have enough to do that. Yeah, I hope you get it. That'll be nice. What do we have less of? Attack or crit? We have less crit. So, tart. Equip that to tart. Sorry, not crit. Attack. I'm dumb. There we go. We need poison damage, 100%. See if we get some poison. We got 1900 to do this, so let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. So we're gonna keep that for right now. We do 100 per. And then we go through it again and do 100 per. Do we even have, here we go. No, you can't even get fucking... Wait, can you not get poison on a poison? Let me see down here. Can you not get poison on poison? I thought you could. I thought you could. I thought you could. If it's tainted, that means... So like this? So if it's not tainted. Wait, how the hell did he get... I'm confused. How the hell did he get that then? What is that biscuit? What is that biscuit? What is that? What biscuit is that? That this? Epic gleaming spicy biscuit? How do I... Oh, I have one... That's this one. No, that's tainted. Tainted gleaming. Tainted poisonous. Tainted gleaming. No, you can see what you can get right here. You can see it. It's right here. It'll show you if you can get it or not. So I've wasted my time on it. I'm so fucking pissed off about that. Can I get it on this one? I can. Okay, we got it. We're good. 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 So can I find another one that can have one? Where do I get this from? Where do I get that from? Okay, hold on. We need to find out where I can get that from. Where can I get that from? Where can I get that from? Let me check the BCs. Okay, I can get it from here. That's light. Don't need light. Okay. Okay, I see now. Oh, nope, didn't get one. Damn, man. I got one here. Dude, I wish I could make it. I wish I could make one. Eight. Okay. So this is gonna be weird then, huh? What usables I got? I heard that. I heard. I still don't understand why. I do not understand why. Do you have a video on that? If you do, post it. I want to see it. I want to see this video. Bro, I still have yet to get it. I still have yet to get one. If you have it, I do want to 100% see it. I have so much costumes for the next costumes that are coming out. It's insane. Bro, oh my god. Wind Archer's coming into the freaking thing, dude. Wind Archer's coming into the thing. Holy shit. That's going to be insane. Yeah, I don't know why Mystic then, because I would go pure vanilla over Mystic. I would 100% go pure vanilla over Mystic.
Allow yourself a little moment of laziness.
So maybe I could just attune this one then. Do I have one that I can attune to? I mean, to be honest, I could possibly just take off his and do it that way. Do it like that, and then reset here until I at least get some that have poison damage on it. The more that has poison, the better. I see 10. The highest I want, to be honest. That's 9.4. Don't want 9.4. 13.5 seems to be the highest, right? 15. No, we're gonna reset till we get one that's at 15. 14.9 is the closest. We'll keep it. So he takes the shackles, but the shackles of who? What shackles is he taking? Hold on. Got it. It didn't time you out, did it?
Eternal
Okay,
Sugar cookie dominating the arena now.
let me see. Yeah,
Vampire
that's
cookie?
so weird.
And Mystic Flower is back. This is a good news, everyone. Finally,
but
she's
how?
back. I miss you.
Fucking
no,
how?
Everyone's gonna miss you so much.
So why she's back?
After doing some research. Main reason is to counter the Golden Vampire Cheese team like this. Vampire has high damage and ability to revive.
Okay.
And as the Shadow Milk Bait.
Shadow Milk Bait?
He's
Okay.
revive and definitely will attack your rearmost cookie.
Who is
Combined
normally
with Eternal
that?
Sugar Cookie passive. It can make your fire spirit is on a danger. But with Mystic Flower is on your team, Vampire attack will be useless. Because she has a really strong HP shield.
Okay.
That's my research. If I'm missing
I'm
something,
listening.
just comment below.
I'm listening.
Also, you must have the newest treasure. It can dealing area damage.
Aw, fuck me,
Also,
dude. Not
increased
the
damage
newest
received,
treasure.
reduced attack and crit if the opponent was Cookie. Which means that this treasure is really good for Arena.
Oh,
so, good luck to you for
no.
pulling this treasure, everyone. Here's the bill.
That's
Another amazing guide
not
from
fun.
Sleepy Whistlish. Go subscribe him or her.
Yeah, that's the only thing. It's too new. It's very new.
I'm using cooldown biscuits for make his skill cooldown faster.
It's very
Using
new.
fire DMG and DMG resist bypass biscuits is too risky for me. Here's the example of how this team is working. Against the Golden Vampire Cheese team.
Okay, so Golden Cheese team. Okay.
Only lead to suffering.
Only lead to suffering. Let's see how this goes. Wait a damn minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're telling me that there's a comp going around now? What? That's literally insane. But remember what that interview said. Remember what that interview said. Sometimes bad cookies tend to come back randomly when new cookies come out. And this is the fucking telltale of that shit happening right here. Who the fuck has seen that before? You know what I mean? Like literally, who's seen that coming? Who has seen that coming?
Oh, and I thought I was the clown.
Of all cookies, by the way, of all cookies, of all of them, vampire.
What is this?
Just for fun.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I don't
The
see
easiest
how
way
it
to
is.
find the
I
Golden
don't see.
Vampire team is by looking for the opponent power. Minimum power 5.3 until 5.5 million plus.
I really don't see how they do it. I don't. So minimum 5.3 million power. That's when you know it's a vampire team. 5.3 mil.
What? That was it? Boring.
This is the real tough opponent for the
Right? That's what
testing.
I'm freaking saying, dude. How do they do that? Who's the person that literally comes out of nowhere and says, "Oh yeah, vampire cookie"? Who's the person that does that?
Where
Like,
we do
I
3 crit
want to just
and
speak to them
3
real quick. I just
attack
want to
pretty
talk
much
to them.
with the
You know, I just
attack
want to talk to them.
parts,
That's
right?
it.
The build that you want to focus on is highest attack and crit as possible, and around 8.5% cooldown if you guys can. Higher the crit, the better it is going to be. And the biscuit right now, I do have full on poison.
Okay, just want to talk to them.
But apparently, if you guys don't have a full on poison, you guys can go with like, you know, some extra damages. Bypass is not terrible either if you guys would like do that. So that is going to be a thing. So
that's
if that
insane,
is gonna be,
though, dude.
the option that you guys have, then please go with what you guys are able to do.
Oh
right?
my
Our main
God.
focus is attack, crit, and a bit of extra cooldown to spam Eternal Sugar's skill. And of course, just keep in mind, you don't want to have the highest attack, but want to have at least a bit of attack to get the whistle buff, because our Blueberry Pie is going to be the one with the highest attack here, getting the whistle and the robe here, guys. And the build for
Yes,
Blueberry
yes,
Pie
you
is
do.
going to be 3 attack
Yes, you do.
toppings, 2 crit, as well as a attack speed tarts that we have going on here in order to increase
Well, no,
a bit
you
more attack
can,
speed.
but your best
So we do
bet
have
is
attack speed
poison.
tarts.
Your best bet is
Okay,
poison.
the focus of this build here is going to be at least 20.4% attack speed apparently, but of course, again, mine is not fully optimized. I'm just going with whatever I have built so far. So we are going with that. And then rest of them is going to be highest attack and crit as possible. You don't need any cooldown, and damages is honestly not really required either. The focus is going to be attack speed, and crit percentage. Again, highest attack for the whistle, as well as highest attack speed.
Wait, I wasn't paying
for the
attention.
Required either. The focus is going to be.
I wasn't
so
paying
we are
attention.
going with that, and then, but of course, 0.4 focus of in order to increase a bit more attack speed. So we do have a.
I missed that much? Jesus
skill. And of course,
Christ.
just keep in mind, you don't
I missed
want
that fucking
to
much?
have the
Hey, what up,
highest,
Lucas? How you doing?
attack, but want to have at least a bit of attack to get the whistle buff, because our Blueberry Pie is going to be the one with the highest attack here, getting the whistle and the robe here, guys. And
Okay, so she needs to be the highest attack. Right now it's 132,000.
Allow yourself a little moment of
Okay, we're gonna fix that anyway. She needs to be the highest attack.
the
Okay.
build for Blueberry Pie is going to be 3 attack toppings, 2 crit, as well as a attack speed tarts that we have going on here in order to increase a bit more attack speed.
Okay. All right. So that means it's Moonkissed, right? That's what it is, Moonkiss. So we need attack with attack stats, right? It's attack and crit high as possible, 20.4% attack speed if possible. No cooldown, 4 electric damage, which I think I already have the 4 electric on her. Yes, I do. Look how good I am already. Hell yeah, brother. Hopefully, yeah, it won't matter as much anymore, which would be great. So we need 3 attack and 3 attack speed. Oh, attack speed tart. Do I have an attack speed? Oh, I do, and I'm gonna take. I'm gonna give it to him.
This is a victory
Give it to
for
her.
all of us.
Hey, Lucas, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Yahoo! So attack and apple jelly. That's what we need. So 3 attack. She needs to be the highest attack. She needs to be the highest attack. And attack speed, of course. Wait, no, she just wants.
So we do have a attack speed tarts. Okay, the focus of this build here is going to be at least.
What the fuck? How do you get attack? Oh my god. That's going to be insane, by the way. Yeah, I need to do that for all my other ones, by the way. Like, I have like the little bit of knowledge on those, by the way. But that's about it. Okay, attack speed, huh? Attack speed. Attack speed attack. Attack speed attack. Bro, okay, that's 22%. Okay, we're good, actually. Never mind. All right, so I got this. Hold on. I got this. So we got the tart. It's already at 8.8%, right? So that means, geez, look at her attack, 77.8%. 77.8. 77.8% attack. That shit's insane. So we just need about 18% attack speed, right? So boom, 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 right? And then one of these, boom. To be honest though, to be honest, 17's okay. 17's okay. Alright, let's see if I got any Moonkiss toppings to use. Hold on one second. We're gonna see if we get some Moonkiss toppings. Let us see. Hey, you always gotta be careful with that. Always gotta be careful with that. Deceitful. Iris gem. This one right here, we need Moonkissed. I'd rather the basic bitch ones, but if I can't get, so that's what I'm gonna claim 1, 2, 3, and then the rest into that one. Alright, where's our girl at? Yeah, I think I'm trying to make it work. Yeah, doubts of attack, yeah, it's getting up there. It's 100% getting up there. 100% getting up there. Alright, let's multi-upgrade this shit. 1, 2, 3. One, two. Do all that. Oh, we got attack speed at 2.8. That's good. We worry about all that later after we sorry, cancel, break that. Sorry. And then until we get all this. Hi, Bubba. You okay? Doing good, Bubba? Yes, you are. He's just sitting below me right now, just chilling. Okay. So we go like that, so we get the upgraded ones. Okay, updated, upgraded. Let's see if we can do something better then. How about that? Let's see, wait a minute. Boom, boom. Remove. There we go. Okay, so. We gotta get the tart topping, of course, for attack speed. About 20% attack, huh? So attack speed's 3%. Attack speed 3%. What's this one? Attack speed 2.9. 17. Attack speed 2.6. 20.3. There we go. Boom. And then it needs to have the second highest attack, like we said. So pop goes the weasel. Boom. Easy. 29, 25. That should be good right there. Pretty much. Because they're at 143. What is he at for her?
He's 20.4%. Okay, the focus of this build is attack speed tarts that we have going on here. Toppings.
Okay, so I'm like 10k less than that, so we're fine.
0.4% attack speed apparently, but of course, again, mine is not fully optimized. I'm just going with whatever I have built so far. So we are going with that, and then rest of them is going to be highest attack and crit as possible. You don't need any cooldown, and damage resistance is honestly not really required either. The focus is going to be attack speed, and crit percentage. Again,
got it.
Highest attack for the whistle, as well as highest attack speed for the rope. And then the biscuit is going to be full electric damage. If you guys can get this higher as well, then more damage you're going to get as well. And it's going to be our wedding cake. Wedding cake is going to go with full on cooldown here with the biscuit as well. And you want to try and get, ideally, apparently, if you guys can, 57% cooldown. I am a little bit short, but you know, it's
bro, how much cooldown do I even got? What the
speed
fuck?
At least 10%. And they did say if you guys get to the 250 level, all right, level 250 on the Living Abyss, having extra damage resist is
50.
going to help out because
Gotcha,
the
50.
lifting of this is going to do a bit of damage. All right. And the next one is going to be our Twizzly Gummy with the full cooldown here as well, with the full cooldown biscuit. And the focus here is going to be 50% cooldown, and if you guys can, a bit more, about 55%.
41%.
Crit as much as possible. Obviously, you guys can tell my crit is not that high. And then extra damage resist if you guys can with 250% plus.
Stupidly
and the next
dumb.
one is going to be our Cream Fairy.
Stupidly dumb. Stupidly dumb. I will honestly 100% agree with you how dumb that is. Twizzle Gummy needs a bunch of cooldown, some attack speed, doesn't really matter. So cooldown and let's just say cooldown and crit and see what we can get. $1.9, 1.9, 1.8, 1.9, 2%. Let me see something. We're gonna go here. And we're just gonna equip all the... Does anybody down here have anything? You have one, so I'm gonna equip this one on this one. Where's your 2%er at? Where's our 2%er? 2%. She's already has it. Okay, good. Any other 2%ers? No, no. Okay, good. Alright, so... Cooldown crit. Cooldown crit. Cooldown crit, cooldown crit, cooldown crit. There we go. Perfect. The tart, I have a cooldown tart somewhere around here. Boom. I'm just gonna equip it on him like that. All right now. And then her beast kit needs to be all cooldown. Damage is. All right, let's see if we can cool down on this one. Then don't really need it. There we go, cooldown. Perfect. All cooldown. Select. So that's literally at 51.7. That's I'm literally 3% below that. That's insane. By the way, that is insanity. 51.7 below that. Absolutely insane.
With 250% plus. All right, and the next one is gonna be our Cream Ferret. A bit more, about 55 damage. All right, level. All right, level.
54% cooldown. Maybe I can do that. Hold on. Maybe I can actually do that. Hold on. I feel like I could do that. Any cooldown? I got 10 to do, so let's see if I can get cooldown on it. On any of those.
Invitations, decorations, I'll exceed your expectations.
An upgrade to plus 12. See, with the resonant toppings, you always want to go plus 12 with all of them. 100% plus 12. No matter what, because all the resonant toppings will always be good. Resonant toppings are always good to go plus 12. Always good. Oh, I put it at plus 6. Oh, did I run out? I know I didn't run out. Alright, dude, let's go with Sacred Vow, of course. You know, get them Sacred Vows up there. Let me see something. We're gonna take that off. Put the tart topping on her, of course, you know, because why not? Tart topping. Was that the one that... Hold on, wait a minute. That's 4%. That's also 4. Okay, so those are two 4%ers. Okay. Nobody else has a tart topping, right? Nope. Okay, good. Alright, so. Filter for cooldown attack speed first. So let's go cooldown attack speed. Cooldown attack speed. 4.5. 7.5. 11.9. So we don't need 11.9. Let's remove that. 9.6 I think is okay. It's only 28% though. Let me see. What is she rocking? 50.8. 50.8. She needs 55 plus if possible. What's her toppings at? Right here. Let me see if I can reset this to be higher cooldown, maybe. At 2.3%. Right. Any of these have cooldown on them? That's 2 damages though. Bunch of cooldown. And nobody has decent cooldown than that one, to be honest. Okay, so we're gonna trash this one more time. I have an idea. Don't focus on attack speed. Right? Do not focus on attack speed. Right? Get all the 2%ers out of here. So 1, 2, 3. Wait. Anybody rocking 2%er down here? So the highest I got is 1.9 then. Okay, that's fine. Now we go here, then we go boom, then we go boom. 3% attack speed. Boom. So that's 28.2, right? Which is 50.8, which I think that's fine. I feel like that's fine for right now. And 7.5 attack speed, which I think is going to be a-okay too. And then for
250 on the Living Abyss, having extra damages is going to help out because the Living Abyss is going to do a bit of damage, alright? And the next one is going to be our Twizzly Gummy with the full cooldown here as well, with the full cooldown biscuit. And the focus here is going to be 50% cooldown, and if you guys can, a bit more, about 55%. Crit as much as possible. Obviously, you guys can tell my crit
good
is
job.
not that high.
Great job.
Extra damages if you guys can with 250.
51.9. I'm at 51.7, so we did great there. Yeah, so we're gonna keep that then. All right, then this boy needs better cooldown.
% plus. All right, and the next one is going to be our Cream Ferret. Is going to be also going with full cooldown. If you guys can, 52% at least on the cooldown with the cooldown biscuit. And then that is pretty much what we have. Great, so...
hold on. Do I have any tarts that I can... Yeah. Can I make any tarts? Let's see, can I make any tarts? I need a bunch of cooldown tarts. Need a bunch of cooldown tarts. Alright, let me see if I can make him. I need this one. Walnut, almond, apple. Fuck. Oh, I got an epic. There we go. Perfect. I got one. That should be it then. Alright. Let's see what we got now. Heal time. Alright, going back here. Edit the teams. Buckada bing, buckada boom. Buckada bing, buckada bing, buckada boom. Step up in the room. Dale. 4.4%. That's great. Now. Which resonant toppings can he use? Hold on. Which resonant toppings can he? I feel like he can use some, right? He can use resonant toppings, can he? Can't he?
Cooldown with the cooldown biscuit, and then that.
It does not look like he can. Never mind. I thought he could. My God, man, I'm so tired. I'm gonna take a nap when my wife gets home. To be honest, I am. I need it. Alright, edit. So we just need more. More. Filter it for cooldown only. Wait. Come back here. Any 1.9ers, let me see. That's a 1.4. Put that up there. What's that put her at? 1.4 though. So 22.8. 4.5. Let me see. 4.5 is okay. Five. 45.5. Does that mean this doesn't have anything? It does not. I use you. Anybody here that I don't use? I don't use her, so let's go ahead and put that on there. I don't use her. Don't even know I have that on her. 50. Damn. Fucking damn. I got his to 54.4%. God damn. There we go. Alright. Let's do a practice.
That is pretty much. Let's get in, run. Okay, I think that do this. You guys can go where you use wedding cake as soon as possible, use cream fair as soon as possible, and then the rest of them, it's gonna come down to when you have 58 seconds left on the clock here. All right, I'm gonna use the wedding cake here as well, but when there's 58 seconds left, you're gonna use the skills, and then pretty much everything else you're just gonna spam it here, and then let the let your cookies do the work. The best way is, you spam everything with your keyboard or your phone and just kind of spam everything as it comes up, but it's not too much of a problem. You guys can literally go with what you guys can. I like it simple, so we just go and do this.
Only 6 billion.
And then that should give us about 15 billion. Again, there's a lot of videos out there probably doing a lot more. All right, there's people doing 18 billion. They have people doing over 20 billion and all that stuff. The order does matter, is because of the fact that you want to get all the buffs and do this. Is clock here. All right, I'm gonna use the word.
Wait till 58-second mark to use blueberry and tender sugar.
Here as well, but when there's 58 seconds left, you're gonna use the skills, and then pretty much everything else you're just gonna spam it here, and then let the let your cookies do the work. The best way is you spam everything with your keyboard or your phone, and just kind of spam everything as it comes
There we
up.
go.
But it's not too much of a problem. You guys can literally go with what you guys can. I like it simple, so we just go and do this. Right, and then
So only
that should give
6
us
billion
about
only?
15 billion. Again, there's a lot of videos out there probably doing a lot more. All right, there's people doing 18 billion. They have people doing over 20 billion and all that stuff. The order does matter is because of the fact that you want to get all the buffs and all of that stuff. The Blu-ray Pie is going to be really, really important. You need the Blu-ray Pie to use the skill as the Twizzly as well as the Eternal Sugar and stuff like that are using the skill in order to actually shoot out the laser. If you guys don't, then Blu-ray Pie is going to just sit there and do nothing. Shoot out the laser. You need the Blu-ray Pie to use the skill as the Twizzly as well as the Eternal Sugar and stuff like that are using the skill in order to actually shoot out the laser. If you guys don't, then Blu-ray Pie is going to just sit there and do nothing. And you're going to lose out on so much damage because now you have no cooldown on Blu-ray Pie. You don't have the Jelly Wash to actually increase the cooldown. So that just makes your Blu-ray Pie do nothing and lose out on so much damage. And if you guys don't, then Blu-ray Pie is going to just sit videos out there probably doing a lot more. Alright, there's people doing 18 billion, they have people doing over 20 billion and all that stuff. The order does matter is because of the fact that you want to get all the buffs and all of that stuff. The Blu-ray Pie is going to be really, really important. You need the Blu-ray Pie to use the skill as the Twizzly as well as the Eternal Sugar and stuff like that are using the skill in order to actually shoot out the laser. If you guys don't, then Blu-ray Pie is going to just sit there and do nothing. And so we just go. It has been shared with me. You guys can go where you use wedding cake as soon as possible, use cream ferret as soon as possible, and then the rest of them, it's gonna come down to when you have 58 seconds left on the clock here. All right, I'm gonna use wedding cake here as well, but when there's 58 seconds left, you're gonna use the skills, and then pretty much everything else you're just gonna spam it here, and then let the let your cookies do the work. The best way is, you spam everything with your keyboard or your phone and just kind of spam everything as it comes up, but it's not too much of a problem. You guys can literally go with what you guys can. I like it simple, so we just go and do this. Right, and then that should give us about 15 billion. Again, there's a lot of videos out there. Probably
see, why is she not doing anything? I'm so confused.
18 billion. They have people doing over 20.
How often
there's 58 seconds left,
how often does she do it? Let me see.
And then pretty much everything else, you're just gonna spam it here, and then let the let your cookies do the work. The best way is, you spam everything with your keyboard or your phone and just kind of spam everything as it comes up, but it's not
so like
you guys can
she should be using it twice.
I like it simple.
That's what it seems like. Twice so she should be using it once and then twice. Okay,
then that should give us
so
about
once and then twice.
Billion. Again, there's a lot of videos out there probably doing a lot more. All right, there's people doing 18 billion. They have people doing over 20 billion and all that stuff. The order does matter is because of the fact that you want to get all the buffs and all of that stuff. The Blu-ray Pie, when there's 50 rest of them, it's gonna come down to when you have 58 seconds left on the clock here.
Blueberry Eternal Twizzly. Okay. Blueberry Eternal Sugar. Eternal Twizzly. So she only uses it twice per battle. That's what she does. She uses it twice. Yeah, it's blueberry. Okay, so that's twice. That's twice per battle she does it. She only does it twice. Yeah, she only does it twice. Oh, Jesus Christ, man, that's insane. That is insane. Okay, so timing really fucking does matter. Timing matters a lot. Pretty much if I don't do it right. Alright, let's do it when we have more on the line. Let's do it when we have more on the line. Let's do it. So, I'm gonna take it off auto, right? And go boom, boom. Right, do boom, boom. 58, 57. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. So now we have more at stake because it's actually a real fight. And she should do it one more time during the battle, right? One more time. One more time, one more time, one more time, please, thank you. So she did it one more time so only twice per battle. And 10 billion, you know, 10 billion is not bad. So it's always 58 Blueberry Turtle Twizzling. Blueberry Turtle Twizzle. Blueberry Turtle Twizzle. Try it again. I'm doing more than I should be doing, so that's great, to be honest. So we'll keep it going. So, bang, boogie. Right. Wait for it. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody's at 58, and then we just let it go. And spam when we can spam. She attacks one more time. There it is. Good job. Alright, so how much was that time? Come on. Damn, son. We fucking went in on that one, though, dude. Jesus. Sheesh. 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 That's pretty good.
I'm gonna use the wedding cake here as well. But when there's 58 seconds left, you're gonna use the skills, and then pretty much everything else you're just gonna spam it here, and then let the, let your cookies do the work. The best way is, you spam everything with your keyboard or your phone, and just kind of spam everything as it comes up. But it's not too much of a problem. You guys can literally go with
just spam.
What you guys can. I like it simple, so we just go and do this. All right, and then that should give us about 15 billion. Again, there's a lot of videos out there probably doing a lot more. All right, there's people doing 18 billion. They have people doing over 20 billion. All that stuff. The order does matter, is because of the fact that you want to get all the buffs and all of that stuff. The Blu-ray Pie is going to be really, really important. You need the Blu-ray Pie to use the skill as the Twizzly,
10 billion is not
the
bad.
Eternal Sugar and stuff like that are using the skill in
10 billion
If you guys
is
don't,
not that
then Blu-ray Pie is going to just sit there and do nothing. And you're going to lose out on so much damage because now you have no cooldown on the Blu-ray Pie. You don't have the Jelly Wash to actually increase the cooldown. So that just makes your Blu-ray Pie do nothing and lose out on so much damage. And literally, as you guys can see, Blu-ray Pie is literally doing all of the damage here. So you don't want to be missing out on that. But yeah, again, like people in the comments are saying like there's people doing like 20 billion. You definitely can. I think I can do a lot more too if I do upgrade the Magic Candy to level 30, as well as increase and optimize a bit more on the topping. But that is pretty much what we have for the build of the Living Abyss. Again, if you guys look at this though, once you guys get to 250 or even like 200, I think you might want to, if you guys are lower in the stats wise, then you might want to add in a little bit of extra damage resist again, because of the fact that some of your cookies can die, right? But we can do a little bit of extra practice again. If you guys have a different build, then please let me know down in the comments below as well. But we have our wedding cake, and then we have Cream Ferret use the skill.
Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it,
right away.
wait for it,
wait for it,
wait for it.
Second mark.
Boom, boom, boom.
The reason why we're waiting until 58 seconds is
I fucked up again, though.
you want to have the ooze come out, right? The ooze summons need to come out, and then we have to use the skills in order to have our Blu-ray Pie actually shoot out those lasers, all right? If you guys don't do that, right, then Blu-ray Pie, again, it's just going to sit there, not do anything, and then you're pretty much going to be left without a chunk of your damage because your Blu-ray Pie was able to go and shoot out those lasers, okay? So, and there we go. This time around, I mean, of course, come out, right? The ooze summons need to come out, and then we have to use the skills in order to have our Blu-ray Pie actually shoot out those lasers.
So it's
right?
Eternal Sugar that you eat. Okay, good. Got it.
than Blu-ray Pie. Again,
Been
it's
doing
just
it
gonna
right
sit
this whole
there,
time. Good.
not do anything, and then you're pretty much going to be left without a chunk of your damage because your Blu-ray Pie wasn't able to go and shoot out those lasers. Okay, so and there we go. This time around, I mean, of course, depending on crit and stuff. So right there, 14.7 billion.
Done
it's
there.
just really gonna depend on some of your crits and stuff like that. But yeah, that is pretty much what we have for this build.
It's pretty good. I was able to get it done.
People again.
Nice.
Doing so much more damage. Maybe I honestly want to try it out with like level 30 Magic Candy too, but I just wanted to show you guys what is possible right now. I am not a huge guild person either, so there is that. But yeah, level 20 on each of them, 26 and 20, and my Eternal Sugar is at 1 star. And I believe if you want to try and optimize this as much as possible, I believe you want to have it so that Eternal Sugar's promotion is not too high, so Blueberry Pie is still the highest attack. That's pretty much what I have for this guide. And
Seems to be around right.
Hopefully you guys can use this.
We finally got
progress is my progress.
Finally got past
it
that.
It doesn't matter. Like, just
Finally.
play at your own pace because that's what you're supposed to do for single-player games. Like, for example, I played Oblivion for 5 hours. I dropped it. I picked it back up, played it for 8 hours. I dropped it, and now I'm probably gonna play it again tonight for maybe like 3-4 hours. You know, but like I'm not like, oh, dude, I need to get on Oblivion and grind these mobs real quick. It's like I'm just not gonna do that. You know, it just doesn't matter. And I think the good thing is I've broken the cycle of the FOMO. I don't think I can get FOMO'd anymore. I really don't. Like new characters get released in the game, like Vivian on ZZZ, and I was like, oh, she's pretty good. Yeah, but I don't really want her, so I'm just not going to get her. Or the new dwarf in Wizardry. I don't really care. Or like a Pokemon Go event. Like, oh, Chansey right up? That's cool, but like, I'm good. Right? Like, I feel like I am now playing gachas the intellectual way, the well-informed way, the strong way to not get FOMO'd into oblivion. And I'll be real, I've never been enjoying my life more.
And then I just be looping over and over, all right? So, like, that's the type of person I am. That's the type of gamer I am, all right? So, echo picking fills that void. Remember what I used to do in Genshin? I used to fucking elite pick. I used to sit there and farm elites nonstop on Genshin. I just like having something infinite to farm. It just feels good. All this to fail, one try. True. What about Wang Yue, the other open world urban gacha? Yeah, I mean, Wang Yue looked interesting, but, like, something about...
This one looked, honestly, pretty fucking good, but... it's also like so low quality that I just don't think it can thrive in big 2025. Like this game would have been crazy back in 2020. But like this is like TOF levels of shit. And like I'm not trying to play that shit. But once again, I'll still give it a go. See how good it is, give it a review. But it has definitely whelmed me.
Wang Yue lacks the... Wang Yue kind of falls under the same category as NTE for me, like where it has this like this vibe that feels older, or not older, but like you know,
dated. The word he's looking for is dated.
What I mean, it's got that NTE vibe where it's I don't know how to describe it, right? Like I don't know how to describe it. It's got very tower fan. Like if there was a way to define what NTE and Wang Yue give me vibe wise, the word is. Or the phrase is
dated.
Tower of Fantasy.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. I mean, TOF feels fucking dated. Even when TOF launched, it felt dated. However, it was really good for like 2 weeks, but man, it fell off giga hard after that.
That is the vibe that it gives me. I don't know any other descriptor that fills that. Fills what I'm trying to say here.
Right.
You could infinitely grind variety. There are thousands of games available. Oh, shut up. These are gacha games. It's not meant to be a main game that you can sink more than 2 hours daily. I know, and that's why I play 8 of them, so that I can rotate. You're right. Uma Musume Global on your list. Again, I don't really feel like Uma Musume is going to be a heavy game that I need to rotate through. I don't think it's that at all. So maybe it's time to consider an account manager. Nah, I don't think so. I don't need no account manager, boy. I don't need nothing like that.
I just like, you know, I have a girlfriend and I want to spend time with her whenever I can. And I just really just don't feel like being at my computer all day. You know what I mean? Like, is that fair to say? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've started doing that too.
I'd rather just like.
I've started doing that too, man. Where now me and a wife literally sits on a sideline and just We
Yeah,
play
I
story games as a TV show. That's what we started
great. I hope
doing.
he's having fun.
We started playing
But you know,
story
Fob,
games
take Louie
as
on a date
TV
every
shows.
now and then, buddy. You got this, man. You got this. Except Fob has a girlfriend and makes money. Well, it's not a girlfriend, it's a wife. Right, it's a wife. But yeah, Star Residence Global Announce Trailer's out. Then link it, bro. It's really that easy. Name 5 girls. My mom, your mom, his mom, their mom, our mom. Great. Did I win? New PGR X DMC drop. Great. I bet it's awesome. Where's that Star Residence trailer? I have a girlfriend. Can I spend most of my time playing video games and TCGs watching anime? Probably not, man. I would probably spend some time with them. Yeah. In the end, you guys just have different perspectives.
Exploration quality has to be top tier.
Actually, can I go with you?
I
don't know. I just feel like I just. Oh my god, guys, I'm fucking shit, man. I'm not trying to be emotional or something like that. Holy fuck, man. I don't know. It's just I feel like I don't spend enough time with her. Hold on. I gotta go on mute real quick. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Bye. Alright guys, I'm sorry. I gotta get out of here. Wife wants to go to Target with me, so I'm gonna go to Target with the baby. And you know, maybe it's in Target with her and baby. Yeah, I will I'll be back. I love you, I appreciate y'all. Bye bye.